Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman, and we are live for the 2025 NBA Draft. Couldn't be more excited to see who our Chicago Bulls select at pick number 12. We're going to be live for the majority of the first round here and breaking down a lot of these prospects that I think the Bulls could potentially draft. But if you guys are fired up for the NBA Draft, hit me with a me down below in the comments section, and we'll give you guys a shout out. We got Edward Phillips in the building, Johnny Chimpo in the house. What up, Chimpo? Titus saying, let's get it, Seeps. Welcome in, man. Thanks for tuning in. Saya saying, I will not be smart for us to draft Queen because he has to have the ball in his hands to be effective, and we need a defensive center. Listen, I am a massive fan of Derik Queen. We'll talk about him a lot on today's show. Now, yes, he does have liabilities defensively. Not a rim protector, can't move his feet too well, but I almost think what he does offensively, how skilled he is with the ball in his hands, I would still be very intrigued by him. He buries guards on the low block, and I think he's a guy where once he starts filling out more, get some of that grown man strength on his frame, I think Derik Queen could really, really be, a problem at the next level. And I would like the core, if you got Josh Giddey, Modest Buzelis, and then Derik Queen, and then you throw an Io at the 2 spot, that's not a bad young core to build around. Also, we've gotten reports that the Bulls are very interested in Jonathan Kuminga. So, honestly, if I had to call the Bulls starting lineup for next season, I think it would be Josh Giddey, Io, Kuminga, Buzelis, and Derik Queen. I think that would be the starting 5 for the Bulls if they end up making moves. This Bulls front office, not only have they been a disaster, they just don't do anything. Like, they just run it back every single year. We know their buzzword, continuity. It hasn't gotten the Bulls anywhere, but we'll see. Jalen Williams, he was the 12th pick. Tyrese Halliburton was the 12th pick, so there's been a good little run here of guys selected at pick number 12, so we'll wait and see what happens. My guy's Derik Queen, though. I think I'm locking him in. Wouldn't hate Collin Murray-Boyles either. Carter Bryant, if he falls there, I would have some interest, even though he does remind me a little bit of Patrick Williams. Apparently, the Bulls are trying to ship Patrick Williams and pick 12 to move up in the draft. Now, if I had to say, like, my dream prospect, it would be Khaman Maluach. I think he would be a perfect fit for the Bulls. You add some rim protection. You add a lob threat, which the Bulls do not have. But, yeah, Arthur Smith saying, why didn't we make any trades before the draft? It's the Chicago Bulls, man. It's the Chicago Bulls. We do not make trades. We have 2 trades involving players, I think, over the last 4 seasons, and the second least in the NBA, I think I'm pretty sure it's 11 or 12. I saw it earlier today. It's Kaida saying, would drafting Igor Demon indicate a pivot off Josh Giddey? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Like, if they do take Demon at pick number 12, I would assume they're trying to sign and trade Giddey. You can't play those guys next to each other. They played the game almost the exact same way. Big, taller point guards, rely on their playmaking, and he is literally a carbon copy of Josh Giddey. But, yeah, if they do go Demon tonight, I wonder if that would mean they're trying to get a sign and trade done for Giddey. We could also get reports that Giddey's signing that contract extension any minute now. But I'll see. We'll see. I do think it's probably more likely than not the Bulls just stick and pick at pick number 12. But who knows with this front office, man. They're truly one of a kind. They refuse to make moves sometimes, and then they'll just get crazy aggressive out of nowhere. But we'll see. We'll see. That's exactly why Kobe isn't going anywhere. Front office loves continuity, man. That's their buzzword. Arturis says it every single press conference. Continuity. I hate the word continuity now because of the Bulls' front office and just how overplayed that word has become. But you guys let me know who the Bulls draft tonight. Give me a prospect down below. Who do you guys want the Bulls to draft? I'm a big Derik Queen guy. Thomas Sorber, Georgetown center. He's up there. Carter Bryant, Collin Murray-Boyles, I think would add some. He would be the only player on the Bulls that is really like a defensive-minded player. Like Buzelis and Io, they obviously rely defensively. Like that's a big part of their game. But like truly like a defensive superstar. Collin Murray-Boyles is that. Really reminds me of Draymond Green. A very versatile defender, switchable, great communicator. Like, if you go watch him at South Carolina, he's calling everything out. He's like the quarterback of their defense there. So I would like him at pick 12. But it's crash out pick tonight. And Casey Johnson said the Bulls are really looking at this guy. I really hope they aren't. But it's Yohan Beringer, French center, young guy, 18 years old, He's got a lot of upside. He just started playing basketball actually in 2021. So Yohan Beringer, keep your eyes out for him. We're going to be hearing his name a whole lot, and they want to get another guy that's going to fit their style of play, running up and down the floor. I think there's a chance that they go Beringer here, but we'll see. I would hope they would go with Derik Queen. Like, if it's Derik Queen and Beringer on the board, I will be probably be pretty upset. I'll probably say some things about the Bulls front office that I've been saying over the last couple of years, that they're a joke. But we'll see what happens, man. It's NBA draft. Anything could go down. Hopefully you get some trades here. Dylan, you actually want to – do we have a trade graphic? If we could just go through some of the recent trades. I think we have them synced to like a master tab or something. But Shams was saying it's going to be the craziest offseason ever. And this was the latest trade that actually just went down. The Pacers are getting pick number 38, and the Spurs are getting a 2030 second-round pick and cash consideration. So, interesting move there by San Antonio. And also interesting move by Indiana. Indiana, fleece job. Before Tyrese Haliburton tore his Achilles, they got control of their 2026 first-round pick, and I'm still expecting Indiana to at least be competing to make the playoffs even without Hallie next year. But still, them getting that pick back is huge. As we do have Trace Moustakis in the building. What's going on, man? But this was another trade that went down. It was the Kristaps Porzingis trade. Craziest part about this deal, why are the Nets getting Terrence Mann and a first-round pick for them not sending anything out? Like, maybe just they move off Terrence, or they take on Mann's contract of $16 million over the next 3 seasons, but still getting picked 22 for taking that on. I think that's huge for them, but also love what the Hawks are doing. Atlanta Hawks are my dark horse team in the Eastern Conference next season. If they can stay healthy with Jalen Johnson, Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Porzingis, I love that move for them. I think the Hawks could definitely be a dark horse this upcoming season. Then also the Celtics staying active. They've had the 2 biggest trades so far this offseason. Drew Holiday going to the Portland Trailblazers. The Celtics are receiving Anthony Simons, who we'll see if he gets rerouted tonight. I doubt it. I think the Celtics maybe want to take a chance on him and see if he can develop anything into his contract year. But the biggest trade, I think, of the whole offseason so far was Desmond Bane going to the Magic. I absolutely love this fit. Second biggest trade. We'll get to the biggest one here in a second. But Desmond Bane going to the Magic. I love this move for him. That's a perfect fit of what they needed. They need another point of attack defender. They needed shooting on the perimeter. That is Desmond Bane. And I know that's a lot of draft capital to give up, but the Magic clearly view this next 2-3 year run as their championship window. So I like them getting aggressive. But here is the biggest trade of the offseason. Kevin Durant heading to the Houston Rockets. Perfect move for the Rockets, man. Keep it simple. They needed scoring. They needed a guy who can create for himself and others. Who's better than that, than Kevin Durant? So those are the biggest trades that went down so far. If we get any more during the draft, we'll obviously pop them up on screen and break them down with you guys. But Trace Moustakis, Moose in the building. What's going on, Brody? Saying a Queen Bulls jersey might feed my family. Go Bulls. Moose, co-worker here at Chat Sports, and he's hoping the Bulls draft Derik Queen. I am as well. Moose, be prepared for Yohan Beringer, the French big man. Rolly's got a second-round grade on him. Apparently the Bulls are incredibly high on him. I think that would be the crash-out pick, but as York saying, he's all in on Beringer. I am not. I have serious reservations on who he will be in the NBA. Like, I don't understand this at all, but, hey, Bulls front office, they're going to try to outsmart everybody, I think, with that pick, and I don't know if it'll work out too well. But, Moose, I appreciate you, Brody. And here we go. Here are the top bigs that are available as we are 20 minutes away from the NBA draft. Maluach is my number 1 guy. Like, if you could somehow pair Patrick Williams, pick number 12, maybe you move up with Brooklyn at pick 8 and you get Maluach, that would be my dream scenario. But second best big we have, Derik Queen. Dude's a stud. I hope Derik Queen goes to an organization that lets him develop, because I think it may take him a couple years, but I cannot wait to see him when he's like 23, 24, 25 years old, and he's filled out a little more. He's got that grown man strength, and he can just bury dudes on the lower block. He's really like an old school player. He kind of reminds me of like a Naz Reid, DeMarcus Cousins, extremely skilled big men, but also incredibly physical. Like, they use their bodies very well, incredible touch around the rim. And then Sorber, kind of the opposite of Queen, defensive anchor. This guy averaged 3.5 stocks a game this past season. He is just a big body. He clears people out for rebounds. I would like either three of these guys. Honestly, even Collin Murray-Boyles. If the Bulls draft any of these four tonight, I think that'll be a good draft. Great picks. Murray-Boyles now, 6'7", undersized. Defensively, he reminds me of Draymond Green. Offensively, I'm like a poor man's Julius Randle. I don't know if it's just because he's a lefty and rocks number 30, but he's kind of got this like hell in the cell style of play where he's just bulldozing over people. Very interesting player offensively. I don't know what he could develop into, but defensively, great communicator. Very, very switchable defender. So, as you guys are saying, Asa Newell, I like him. He went to high school with Derik Queen, Cooper Flagg, and I think it was one more guy in the draft. But that Mount Verde team was stacked. We're going to be looking at that like one of the best teams in a couple years from now at the high school level. But yeah, Asa Newell, I like him. That would be kind of like probably give the Bulls a B if they went with Asa Newell. It just depends, like who's on the board. Like if they pass on Derik Queen, I'm not sure. I know Dylan, you got you said Collin Murray-Boyles is your prediction for the Chicago Bulls tonight.
I've seen a lot about Collin Murray-Boyles.
Yeah, Bulls brought him in for a workout. A lot of mocks either have him, Derik Queen going there. I'm cool with either of those guys. Murray-Boyles, I honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel like prospects like 8 to, honestly, like 22, like they could go anywhere tonight. There's even a chance that Derik Queen goes to Washington. Watch out for that at pick number 6. I think that would be the first shocker. But, you know, the Mavs, they're going Cooper Flagg. Spurs, they're going Dylan Harper. I was saying the draft starts at pick number 3, but I think the Sixers are locked in the VJ Edgecombe. Even like the Charlotte Hornets, like they're probably going to take one of the 3 guards, Kneppel, Fears, or Trey Johnson. I think they're going to go Kneppel, and then the Jazz, I have no idea who they would take as they're showing off Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper right now on the ESPN broadcast. I don't love that Ace is wearing a lot of red. It's a whole lot of red.
He could be traded.
Could get traded. I got a weird feeling the Bulls are trying to trade up for this guy, but
that is like the exact color of, well, it's Rutgers and Bulls red.
Right, yeah, Rutgers and Bulls red. I love Harper rocking the all black, knowing he's going to San Antonio. Jerry saying I'm good on CMB. Good defense, but bad offense. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's a great defender. Like, he will be a plus defender day one in the NBA, and I do want to see the Bulls, like, I think we're seeing it with the Thunder, man. Like, defense wins championships. I know it's an old cliche, but I think it's starting to become true in the NBA. Like, even the Celtics team last year, Derek White, Drew Holiday, those 2 wings, and Brown and Tatum, like, they could really, really guard. And with the Bulls, with having a point guard like Josh Giddey, still got Vooch, who, you guys know my feelings about Vooch. I think he's one of the worst defenders in NBA history. Not trying to be hyperbolic when I say that. Like, I really, really do mean that. He is one of the worst pick-and-roll defenders I've ever seen touch an NBA court. But you got to get some more defensive-minded players. And Murray-Boyles, I understand he wouldn't be like the flashy pick where, like, oh, we have a potential superstar on our hands. But I think it would just be a guy that kind of manned the ship, a good fit next to Buzelis at that 3-4 spot. But as they are showing the Mount Verde team, yeah, Liam McNeely was the other one with Asa Newell, Cooper Flagg, and Derik Queen. I mean, got 4 dudes, 6'9" and up. That would have been imagine you're getting off you're coming off like 8th period math, and you got to go play Mount Verde with Queen, McNeely, and Newell. That would just be disgusting. But we'll dive into the draft here a little more. But speaking of, if you guys want to get the draft hats, got a link for you guys, chatsports.com/BullsDraft. We got that link for you guys in the description of our live show. I actually like them a lot this year. I like the text they're using on the hats. So if you guys want to get one, chatsports.com/BullsDraft. Whoever the Bulls pick at number 12 will be rocking this on the stage. So if you guys want to check it out, chatsports.com/BullsDraft. Get on in there, click that link. I think they're pretty cool. Alrighty, let me ask you guys this. Who is your dream Bulls draft target? If you got the pick tonight, who are you taking? We'll give you guys a shout out. As Walls in the building. Yo, Seeps. #CRed. What's going on, Brody? Sammy Salazar saying Fleming is best pick. I like Rasheer Fleming. Pick 12 would be a reach, but I would like that over Yohan Beringer. I got a bad feeling the Bulls are going to take him, but Kaida saying moving off P. Wills and winning my book. I can't stand Patrick Williams. However, I will say, like, are you going to sell him coming off his worst year? I understand this is still a young guy. He's still 23 years old. I'm not saying he could develop into anything special, but I don't know if I'd be cool with the Bulls moving off him. It depends on the package. Like, if you're sending Patrick Williams, pick 12, moving up into the top 8 to get Maluach, I will walk Patrick Williams to the flight to get him out of Chicago. But what if it's Bradley Beal? Like, there are some talks about the Bulls getting Bradley Beal. And my initial reaction to that was, I'm going to probably freak out if they do. But what if the Suns say, hey, take pick number 10, you take Beal, and we'll give you a future first, and you got to give us, like, Vooch, Patrick Williams, somebody else to match that salary. I mean, it's $52 million. It would be tough to get to that number, but Dylan saying the dream is if we trade up for Bailey. It would be the fun pick. I will tell you what. The Bulls would actually be a pretty interesting team if they did that, but I don't know, man. Ace Bailey, I'll give you guys my thoughts here. Obviously an incredibly skilled player. He's got tremendous upside. There's no doubt in my mind that he could be one of the better players when it's all said and done coming out of this draft. The one thing that drives me up a wall with this guy, he is a freaky athlete. He's got a crazy vertical jump. He is such a quick twitch with his game, but he settles so much for jump shots. It really drives me crazy. Like, he'll just have one-on-one opportunities on the fast break, and he's trying to get to his pull-up jumper. And I'm like, dude, use your athleticism. Go get the rim. Put some pressure on there. And he also is sort of a black hole with the basketball. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on him. I think it would be fun. I think the Bulls are also in a spot where Ace Bailey's one of those guys where it's like, hey, boom or bust. We're in purgatory right now. You need to make a boom or bust pick. Ace Bailey is that. But we'll see, man. It would be very interesting if they trade Patrick Williams pick 12 to try to get Ace Bailey. Jerry's saying if we get Beal, I'm going to cry. I don't even know, man. I don't even know how I would feel. But I'd be happy with Ace, but we need to move Vooch for a center still. Yeah, like if you go Ace, like who's your center of the future after Vooch? But as Brian saying, Karnisovas needs to grow a pair and trade up for Ace. That would be AK putting his nuts on the table a little bit. But why aren't the Bulls trading Vooch yet? Vooch needs to go. Nobody wants him. He's got a one. Think about how bad he is. He's got a 1-year expiring contract, and he's a walking 18-11. Plays almost every single game, and nobody wants him. Nobody, because they see how bad he is defensively, and that's why I would go back and forth with some Bulls fans. Just, oh, Vooch isn't the problem. I'm not saying he's the main problem, but if your center and point guard can't play defense, and not even like just can't play defense, some of the worst defenders in the league, it is incredibly hard to win basketball games. I mean, you take the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson and Cat, two of the best offensive players in the league. And they still put Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart around those guys, and they still had a tough time guarding in the postseason. I think you need to have two-way players to be successful this year, or in this day and age in the NBA, and that's also why I get a little hesitant on the Bulls giving Giddey $30+ million. He can't shoot, can't play defense. I know his numbers beyond the arc were much improved the second half of the season. Still have question marks on him being a consistent shooter. His jump shot, he is super narrow on it, and just don't like his release point, but we will see. We will see. All right, if you guys could, help us be the #1 Bulls stream out here on YouTube. If you guys could, hit that thumbs up icon, share today's video, and also hit that subscribe button. Actually, if you guys could, just like today's video. We're at 30 likes right now. If we could get to 50 likes, that would be awesome. But please, hit that thumbs up icon if you guys want the Bulls to crush the number 12 pick of the NBA draft. As Lamonti saying, if the Bulls draft Collin Murray-Boyles, I'm done. It would not be the flashy pick whatsoever, but good defensive player. I wouldn't hate it. I don't know. Still think Derik Queen's my guy. It's so funny. I used to love Derik Queen when this whole draft process started. Now I've started to kind of has some reservations about him. His jump shot's ugly. He's got like a catapult. Like he shoots it like it's like a foot off his face, and it's almost like a slingshot almost. I don't know. I don't love his jumper, but he hits it at a high clip. Even that turnaround he has. Derik Queen can work out of the post, get to that spin jumper. Yeah, man. Just give me Derik Queen. Just don't overthink it. He's one of the most skilled players in this draft. And there's future bull right there. Beranger, the French big man. That would be a very Bulls pick. Or Noah Essengay. Watch out for him as well. I could see him being a Chicago Bull. Yeah, Carter Bryant there. No undershirt for Carter Bryant. Very bold move. Yeah, Carter Bryant, he's an interesting prospect as well. It's Walter Clayton in the building. Will he go to the Miami Heat at 20? But if you guys are ready for the NBA draft to start, we're about 7.5 minutes away. Hit me with a go down below in the comment section. We'll give you guys some shout outs to showing Neat Clifford. Are you going to show live or just BS us? Oh, we're going to show the whole live, dude. We're going to have every single pick. We're going to be breaking down. We're going to have the picks before ESPN shows the picks. Promise you guys that. There's Cedric Coward in the building. I would love Cedric Coward at pick number 12. If you guys are ready to roll, hit me with a go down below in the comments section. We'll give you guys a shout out here on today's live stream. Shout out to Edward Phillips in the building, holding it down. Appreciate you, Edward. We got Igor Demon in the house. NBA in the building. If you guys are ready to go, hit me with a go down below in the comments section. St. Louis saying go. Mashawn Walls saying this front office loves mediocrity. Yes, they do. They're addicted to the play-in tournament. Jerry loves getting that 40-second home game. Noah Essengay in the building. Forward from France. Shane Hansen in the house saying go. Brian Nation. Brian in the building. Thomas Sorber would be fine too. Yes, sir. Edward Phillips in the house. What up, Edward? Jeremy saying let's go. Itchy Dragon saying go. Baway saying LFG. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Ty Man the Buckeye. Rich Beck in the building. Shout out to you, Rich. Thanks for tuning in, man. Jeff Bartlett. What's going on, man? Shout out to you, Jeff, for tuning in. We got Terrence saying Ace Bailey 7. Trade up. There's some Bulls fans that really want Bailey. I don't blame you guys for that. Like polarizing prospect, boomer bust. Bulls need to take a chance eventually. And maybe Ace Bailey is that chance. You can figure out the center position whenever that is. But Kasparis Yakachonis, I don't know how I'd feel about Yakachonis. I know U of I guy, played for the Fighting Illini, but we just have so many guards. Like if we didn't have Giddey, I'd be all over Yakachonis. Him and Demon would probably be my top two guys for the Bulls, but because I do think like a guy like Ayo would be perfect next to Yakachonis and Demon. Hopefully the Bulls trade Kobe White tonight. That'd be pretty cool. I know you guys don't like me when I talk about trading Kobe White, but I just think it's time. I think you got to make a decision. And it's hard to trade up for Bailey. Yeah, I'm curious, like how much is Patrick Williams in pick 12? How far can you move up? Is Patrick Williams a negative asset? And yeah, that's also a question we got to ask. Like, does anybody want his contract? He's got 4 years left for $72 million. Move from Chicago to Charlotte. I'm in limbo right now. NBA, what's going on? Ocean of Wisdom. Shout out to you. But here are some of our needs for the Bulls. Center of the future. Obviously, we know that. Need another wing defender next to Buzelis. And that's why I got like Carter Bryant, Thomas Sorber, Derik Queen, Maluach, all guys I would really love tonight. You know, the Bulls back-to-back seasons, 39 and 43, man. It is true. And the year before that, they won 40 games. Like, that's hard to do. It truly is hard to do what the Bulls have done over the last couple of years. But it's B. Daly saying, I want Maluach or Sorber. I'm cool with either of those guys. Give me that defensive-minded big. Love it. Love it. Murray-Boyles, Queen, Maluach, Sorber. Just please, Yohan Beranger cannot be a Chicago Bull tonight. And I hope if the Bulls do draft him, I hope I am completely wrong on this guy. We'll see. Ocean of Wisdom saying, Patrick, you're pretty wise. Thanks for the effort. I appreciate you for tuning in. Listen, I hate being a negative guy. I am normally extremely positive about my favorite teams. This Bulls team has just sucked every ounce of positivity and optimism I've ever had. I say this jokingly, actually not really jokingly in the office a lot. I miss being a fan of the NBA. Like, I'm more of like a players guy now, where like I root for certain players just because it's tough to root for the Chicago Bulls. But you can change it. It just takes one draft pick. Who knows? Let's see what the Bulls do tonight, man. We'll see what they do. Yeah, Murray-Boyles is small. I mean, 6'7". Still like him though. Still like him. Danny Wolf would be such a Bulls pick. Also, drive me crazy. Even though Danny Wolf, his highlight tape is nasty. Patrick, out of all the picks you put up, they're all bad. You got to have some optimism, Mike Nintendo Master. You got to have some. But hey, we got 205 people in the building. If you guys could, hit that thumbs up icon. And also, if you guys know a friend that's a Bulls fan, send this stream their way. We'd really appreciate it. Trying to get more Bulls fans in the building. But we're at 49 likes right now. Can we just get one more like to get the 50? That would be fantastic. Hit that thumbs up icon if you want the Bulls to just not mess this thing up. Get a good draft pick tonight. Jalen Williams, Tyrese Halliburton, a couple of the guys that went at pick 12 over the last couple of years. So if you guys could, hit that thumbs up icon, and we are at 50 likes. I appreciate all of you guys. How funny would it be, though, Dylan, if the Dallas Mavericks don't draft Cooper Flagg?
It would be hilarious, but I think Nico, that would even be past his standard.
Yeah, what would be... Nah, I shouldn't say that, because obviously trading Luka is worse. But imagine you trade Luka, then you luck in the Cooper Flagg, and you don't draft him. It would be hysterical stuff.
We would see a crash out for sure.
Oh, my God. I would love to see that from Coop. And then the Spurs just get Cooper Flagg. That would be awesome.
They might still pick Harper.
Spurs?
Yeah, they really like Harper.
Flagg falls in the draft. Who do you want the Bulls to draft? Cooper Flagg. The Bulls would be the type of team to trade Buzelis for Bronny because our front office hates the fans. Yeah, I want to say that's ludicrous, but who knows? Yeah, I've been saying it all offseason. The only two untouchables on this Bulls team are Io and Buzelis. Everybody else can be on the table for a trade. We want Ace. Bulls fans want Ace. You guys let me know. Would you draft Ace Bailey? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no down below in the comment section. I want to check the pulse of the fan base here real quick. Would you draft Ace Bailey? Polarizing guy. Incredible upside. Could be a disaster. Do you think there are any big trades tonight? I don't know. I thought we would have got some by now, but a lot of yeses coming in. You guys want to take the chance on Ace? Lakers for life. Edwards Phillips. Keith Boba. Mike Nintendo saying, I guess so. Captain J-Dog saying, hell nah. Jem saying yes. Kareem Lewis saying yes. I don't know, man. I don't know. Boga saying yes. I'd be down. I would 100% be down for it, but you got to take a chance. You're right, Terrence. Antoine saying we need a center very badly. My cousin is Terrence Shannon. He better than anybody on the Bulls. Yeah, tell your cousin to demand a trade from the Timberwolves and get his ass to Chicago. I would love Terrence Shannon on the Bulls. Dude is a bucket, man. Shut. What are you going to say? It is draft time. It is 7 o'clock. If you guys are fired up, hit that thumbs up icon. We're at 76 likes right now. Let's get to 100. If you guys could like today's live stream, really, really does help us out here. We're probably 2 seconds away from seeing Cooper Flagg get drafted. But if you guys are ready for the draft to start, give me a go down below in the comments section. We're giving you guys shout outs. Here we go. Bruce in the building. Bears talk saying, come on, we have to make a move. We've been saying it for the last 3 seasons, and it has not happened. Patrick Williams and 12th pick for Ace Bailey at 6 or 7. It sounds good on paper. I just don't know if Patrick Williams is a positive asset anymore. People might view him and that contract as a negative asset. I don't know. But Jeff giving me a go. Bruce saying draft ace. Lakers for life saying go. Shout out to you, man. Go. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this draft plays out. Do we boo Adam Silver like we boo Goodell? He should get booed way more than Roger. Izzy Martin saying let's go. Shout out to you, Izzy. Here we go. Showing a bunch of Cooper Flag highlights. I can't wait. This would be Cooper Flag and Dylan Harper going 1 and 2. Draft starts at pick number 3. But even then, I think VJ Edgecombe's pretty locked into that selection. Anything can happen, though. Anything can happen. Mike saying kick Patrick off the team. He's probably talking about Patrick Williams. I wonder if I could be more impactful than Patrick Williams. Battle of the Patricks. Yeah, winner gets a contract. Loser has to be the host of the Bulls Report. That would be a tough. Adam Silver hates the Bulls. Don't blame him. You got one of your premier franchises, one of the biggest basketball cities in the world, and they suck. If I was Silver too, I would hate the Bulls. Package Kobe and Patrick Williams. Ooh, now you're speaking my language. Kobe, Patrick Williams, pick 12. Send him to Charlotte for pick 4 and get Ace Bailey. Why not? Greetings from Germany. What's going on, Patrick? Shout out to you. Love the name. Serious Wendy saying let's go. Jay Billis, Andrea Carter, Kendrick Perkins breaking it down on ESPN. We are live for the 2025 NBA Draft. Pat, do you think the lottery and the Luka trade were staged to get a superstar to LA? No, because the Mavericks were really trying to make the playoffs, and I just think that's a tough secret to keep under wraps. As Silver takes the stage, let's all boo him. Get the boos going in the chat. This guy has ruined one of my favorite leagues. Type those boos down below. How do we feel about Beringer? I would not be a fan of the pick. That's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I would be pretty upset if they took Beringer over, Derik Queen, even a guy like Thomas Sorber. I would rather have Sorber than him, but I don't know. Beringer's he just has a lot of bust written on him. So I don't really see his upside either. Richard booing him. Lakers for life. Patrick in the building. NBA booing Silver. Let's go. If Carter Bryant is available at 12, draft him. I'd be a fan of it. First thing they mention, SGA. Mike Nintendo in the building. What's going on, man? SG. Yeah, 100%. Young Black Wall Street. That's a comment of the night so far. Walls booing them. Keep getting the boos going. VJ Edgecombe showing Dylan Harper. The Bulls should trade up in the draft. There's been some reports about it, but we'll see. How is the pick not in already? Now it is. Oh, no. You just teased that. All right, the Mavs are on the clock. They got 5 minutes to draft Cooper Flag. Will Nico Harrison mess this up?
It should take 2 seconds.
Yeah, this should be, all right, Mavs are on the clock. We got the pick.
If it takes longer, like if they take the full 5 minutes, then something's going wrong.
I actually respected NFL draft. The Titans were right away with Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Even the Bears the year before, they were right away. Even the Hawks last year were pretty fast with Risha Shea. If Maluach drops, they should draft him. Maluach is my dream target tonight. We are hoping nobody touches Maluach. Klingen was my guy last year, but ended up working out. They got Buzelis. I still can't believe they traded Luka, man. I'll never forget that feeling. Laying in bed, I think it was a Friday or Saturday night, 11 o'clock, just getting that on my phone. I was actually half asleep. I woke up like 20 minutes after it happened, and my phone is just exploding. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? I was like, Luka went to the Lakers. Crazy night, man. Crazy night. Who's your biggest sleeper the Bulls can target in round 2? I'm a big Sion James fan. Just 3-and-D guard. Went to Duke. Physical player. I'm a big fan of him. Pick is in. Nico Harrison. He's cheesing. He's cheesing. Danny Wolf in the second. Take him. I doubt he gets his second, but if he's there, 100%. Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag. You predicting any trades from the Bulls tonight? Absolutely not. Bulls don't make moves. Bulls just stick and pick and rely on continuity. Bulls should draft a center. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. That's how Cooper is getting emotional right now. I like to see that. I can't believe the Bulls were. Think about this, Dylan. We were a coin flip away from celebrating right now. Coin flip away from celebrating. That was so messed up with NBA.
It's all because of Luka.
Oh.
If they kept Luka, do you think that? Well, they wouldn't have this pick.
Yeah,
they would have had a better record.
They would have been in the playoffs. Maybe.
It's official.
The Mavs needs facilitator and help. As it is official, round 1, pick 1 of the NBA draft. It's going to be that man from Maine, Cooper Flag. All right, the Mavs made the right decision. Did not mess it up. In Dallas, fans are going crazy. No, that's Maine. Am I the only one who that doesn't want Queen? We need the Bulls to get a defensive-minded big in Maluach. Listen, I would prefer Maluach. I just think Derik Queen, even though he isn't a defensive-minded guy, I still love his game offensively. I think he could be a problem. Mike Nintendo Master. Grade the pick of Cooper Flag. Should be a Bull. God, could you imagine what we would be doing right now, everybody? Is this where Giannis gets traded? Could you imagine? Pick number 2 is heading to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yep, Big Diesel. Giddy hitting that shot against the Lakers. The reason we're not drafting Cooper Flag right now. For all the Cubs fans, we're up 4-0 against the Cardinals. That's fantastic. Reese McGuire staying hot, hitting another homer. Yeah, but Cooper Flag, man, damn near perfect prospect. Like, really, you got nothing bad you could say about him. Physical, defensive-minded wing. He's 18 years old. I mean, this guy should be getting ready for senior prom right now, and he's getting drafted number 1 in the NBA. But he's got great size on him. He improved his handle. He was a good shooter this season at Duke, 39% from downtown. There's no concerns in his game. This guy's a freak, man. Actually, his shooting numbers at the combine, he was 30 of 51 from 3, 16 to 25 on spot-up shots, off the dribble, 21 of 30. They don't have a standing vert of 29 inches. Thought it would be a little higher than that, but this guy's a great athlete. And he is going through the motions right now. They're showing him. I think this is an obvious pick for the Mavs. Made the right decision, but Silver takes the stage. There it is. Cooper Flagg. Where were you when Cooper Flagg was drafted? Queen reminds me of a dollar store cat. It's an interesting comp. Don't really see it, but anyone agree that we need a new front office? We all agree, but they just got shadow extensions this offseason. It's so funny when the Bulls do extensions. It's all in-house. Like, that one report came out. Apparently, it was from months ago. They extended AK and Mark Eversley. How does that not go reported? I don't get that. I can't believe the Mavs are actually picking number 1 right now. This is sickening. Flagg is really a Maverick. Should be us, guys. Should be us. I wonder what type of dirt they have on the owner. Can we just send them like Canada or something? Yeah, I don't know. Billy Donovan gets extended. AK, ME gets extended. I'm starting to miss Gar Pax, everybody. Flagg's going to be so good. Flagg and Dylan Harper. Doesn't have a weak spot of his game. He's also just got a great body. He's going to put on weight so well. Great vision, man. He's a generational prospect for a reason. Is he the best number 1 pick? I mean, obviously Wemby. But, like, before that, like, I wonder if, like, Zion or Flagg, who goes higher when they were coming out? Probably guess Flagg. But I don't know. Zion had some hype.
Zion had more hype, but Flagg is the better player.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. That's what's my favorite part about Flagg. Is just his competitive nature. Like, this dude's a psychopath. Like, defensively, it's kind of like Kevin Garnett a little bit. Offensively, he's got a little Jason Tatum in his game. I don't know. This guy's gonna be in the league for a very, very long time. Now Spurs are on the clock. I love that. I forgot to only go 5 minutes for each pick. I love that. That dunk's crazy. Tank for Cam Boozer in 2026. You see the vision. Cam Boozer, AJ DeBanza. These guys have to be Bulls next year.
Spurs pick is in.
Spurs pick. They got that in fast. Spurs pick is in. We'll be seeing you, Dylan Harper in San Antonio. That's going to be... How quickly will that be the best duo in the league? Dylan Harper and Wemby.
And Castle.
And Castle. Castle's awesome. Spurs lottery luck. I mean, it's incredible. And they also have pick 14 tonight. The Thunder are making 2 picks tonight. Just won the freaking championship. Thunder just won the championship and only selected 3 spots after the Bulls. Bulls got Rob. Who's Rob? No idea.
I think they meant got robbed.
Oh, got robbed? Yeah. Yeah, and Fox. We'll see if Fox is on the Spurs for, the next 2 years. I think he's probably going to get dealt.
They have, like, Vassell, Keldon Johnson.
Vassell, yeah. Sohan. Like, they got dudes, man. Yeah, Big Diesel. That's why I think they're probably going to try to move off Fox at some point. I don't know. Maybe they try to see if Harper and Fox can play next to each other. Duke players drafted number 1. That's who Flagg plays like offensively. Banchero. Kyrie, Zion, Banchero, Flag, Elton Brand, drafted by the Bulls in 1999. The last 5 Duke players to be drafted number 1 overall. Nico Harrison taking a Snapchat video of this.
I already have the jersey.
To be rocking 32. Dude's already wearing the jersey. Imagine that guy if they didn't take Flag. Oh, man. I'm shocked that ESPN isn't talking about the Knicks head coaching search right now, Dylan.
It'll happen.
It'll be when the Bulls are picking. It'll be like, all right, we're gonna cut it to Shams Charania here. Talk about who the Knicks are gonna hire. Oh, I was so happy last year when the Bulls got Buzelis. I wore this polo. I haven't worn this polo, I think, since last year's draft, but this was the good luck polo for Buzelis. Do you think Ace Bailey will fall? I'm gonna put Dylan on the spot here. Who drafts Ace Bailey and at what pick?
I think he falls out of the top 10.
You think he falls out of the top 10?
Yeah.
I like that. Well, if he falls out of the top 10, the Bulls draft him.
He could.
Dylan's got a smirk. I feel like he thinks the Bulls are getting Ace. And now the Spurs pick is in. Dylan Harper going to the San Antonio Spurs. This guy's a stud, man. He would have been the number 1 overall pick in damn near every other NBA draft. This guy's a freak, dude. 6'6" guard. Physical. Can score at all 3 levels. I think he's going to walk in, be like a 20-point-a-game guy. 5 boards, 5 assists. I think he's going to be a top 10 player in the league eventually in the NBA. Him and Wemby, I mean, we're going to probably talking about them like they're the best duo in the league. I think right now they are the best young duo in the league. Like maybe you could go Franz and Paolo, but this is a fantastic pick. I'd give this an A+++++. Dylan Harper's a stud. And him playing next to Castle is an ideal fit for that young guard tandem. Fox, see how he mixes in here, but fantastic pick. Look at the Spurs. They were a joke for a couple of years. They bottomed out. And they got Wemby and Dylan frickin' Harper, man. It's incredible stuff. But it's what Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo Sports and The Ringer had to say of Dylan Harper, saying Harper is a big-bodied lefty combo guard with NBA blood in his veins. Like his father, Harper has a high floor with the skill, poise, and playmaking instincts to dictate the game at his pace. But the fate of his jumper will determine whether he's an all-star or just one of the NBA's many solid guards. And, obviously he needs to improve that three-point shot, but I love his form. He gets the same release point every single time. Solid base on that jumper. He's got also, I'm a massive fan of guards with big legs. Dylan Harper, he's got a stockier build, massive thighs. I just couldn't be higher on a prospect. Honestly, if I was drafting number 1, I think Cooper Flag would be the safer pick because obviously you're going with the wing, but I would seriously have a long conversation of are we going Harper or are we going Cooper Flag? But this guy's great in the pick and roll. He's just great at controlling the game. I think he's a true point guard with an ability to score 25 a night in the NBA. This guy's fantastic. Spurs do it again. They get Dylan Harper. I think Cooper Flag and Dylan Harper, that's going to be like a mini Western Conference just showdown for the next couple of years. Like when those guys meet up, like we're going to be talking about this draft and just how lucky the Mavs and Spurs got, man. Harper's a stud. Ron Harper's not there. Ron didn't decide to show up.
The whole family's wearing black.
Oh, yeah, they all knew what was going down. All right, but you guys let me know. Name a player the Bulls need to draft. This is where the draft starts, in my opinion. Pick number 3. Probably guess it's going to be VJ Edgecombe, but never know. What if the Sixers just say, "Hey Ace, I know you don't want to be here, but we're drafting you." That would be something. Oh, there's Ron.
He didn't want to stand.
Yeah. Ron Harper, Bulls legend. One of the best defensive guards in NBA history. As we are getting reports right now, the Bulls are looking to trade Lonzo Ball or Kobe White.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It means they want to draft a guard.
They probably want to draft a guard. Who is that guard? Is it Yakachonis? I don't know. Let's see if we got any odds here for the NBA draft happening right now. Yeah, Joe Cali saying the Bulls are looking to trade Lonzo or Kobe White. I swear to God, the amount of, for all my Twitter users out there, NBA Central, great Twitter account. The amount of times they've tweeted out the Bulls are looking to trade the blank player and they have never been dealt is an all-time record. One of a kind franchise, man. I miss being a fan of the NBA. I miss it. Perkins. I used to be a Perkins guy. I'm out on him. No more guards. Both enough guards. Yeah, we got a hefty guard rotation. Ayo, Kobe, Giddey, Lonzo. Yeah, we need a big man. I know, Mike. I know. We'll be back one day. You know how good it's gonna feel. I was actually thinking about that. Wasn't this morning? It was earlier on this week. Of like that moment when the Bulls are like back in the playoffs as a real team. Oh my God, how good that is going to feel. I know it sucks right now. I am the most negative person when it comes to Chicago Bulls, but that feeling when we turn it around, man, it's going to be awesome. Hopefully it's on the back of Modest Buzelis. Mike Nintendo saying, how you doing, Dylan? Feeling good over there, Dill?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, the Bulls last year knocked it out of the draft.
Yeah. And that was a shocker. It when pick 5, when the Pistons went Ron Holland, I was like, no way we actually have a chance to get Buzelis. And ended up happening.
Just let the board come to you.
Just let the board come to you. I think VJ just got the call. Probably heading to Philadelphia. Bruce in the chat saying, sick of watching Last Dance all the time for the NBA, for my NBA fix. Last Dance, that has to be, I think that's the best sports documentary ever released. Also, they dropped that at the perfect time during COVID, 2 episodes every Sunday. My dad, brother, and I would just all hop in the basement, crush those. Yeah, The Last Dance. I might need to go back and rewatch it. It is so good. The Bulls should risk it all and bring a superstar to the Chicago. That's the goal. Jay's best available. Ace Bailey, VJ Edgecombe, Trey Johnson, Con Kneppel, and Collin Murray-Boyles.
Sixers draft Collin to pair with Jared McCain.
I could see it. As it won't be Jared McCain. It will be VJ Edgecombe going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Like the pick. Kind of reminds me of Victor Oladipo when he was coming out. Like if you guys remember, Victor Oladipo before the injuries, freak athlete, used to put his nuts on everybody's head. Attacked the rim very, very well. Bro, I'm a Bulls, Raiders, and Nebraska fan, and I'm 21. Have been poverty my whole. Yeah, that's tough, dude. A Bulls and Raiders fan. That's brutal, Anthony Perez. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ron Harper's there. He just wasn't standing up with Dylan. But now the draft starts, Dylan. But, you know, VJ Edgecombe, honestly, I think if you look at his tape from Baylor, I don't think that's the best tape to watch in terms of seeing how he will translate to the NBA. Honestly, when he was on the Bahamas national team, more space in the open floor, that's where we really saw his athletic ability. I mean, look at his frame right now. He's got wicked big shoulders. He's a freak athlete. Like, he's got Vince Carter-esque athleticism. Love his intensity, too. I'm pretty sure he led the Big 12 in steals as a freshman this past season, which is awesome. But, man, he could be a great defender. Number 3 overall on our big board. I agree with that. Honestly, he would have been a pretty sweet fit next to Giddey. Athlete like that in an open floor. That would be pretty sweet. But this guy's a stud, man. Very happy for him. Plays his tail off. Plays the game the right way, too. So I think this is a home run pick for Philly. They got I'll tell you what, Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, and VJ Edgecombe, pretty solid young core for Philadelphia as they try to move off Paul George and Joel Embiid. But who knows? I mean, if you're Philly right now, you're probably thinking you can win the East next year if Embiid stays healthy. Just how wide open it is. But obviously, that's a massive question mark. But we'll see. The underdog is going to be Trey Johnson. Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears is going to be the best guard out of this class. Dude's awesome, man. Yeah, we got any Cubs, Bears, or White Sox fans in the building? Cubs up 4-0. It's great news after this team has been collapsing over the last week and a half. But get a win today. Win tomorrow in St. Louis. Split that series, and we're on to Houston. I ate the pizza all by myself. Nobody else ate the pizza. Michael Jordan. Was Jordan hungover or did he have food poisoning? You guys let me know. Now the Charlotte Hornets are on the clock. But if you guys could, hit that subscribe button. Closing in on 12.1 thousand subs. So if you guys have not already, please hit that subscribe button. We'll be posting videos around the Chicago Bulls all throughout free agency. They do have the MLE to use, so they could sign somebody on a $14 million deal. Maybe a guy like Nickeil Alexander-Walker. We'll talk about free agent targets. Probably starting Friday. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button today. I'll watch out, though. Zion needs a fresh start. Would be cool to see him on the Bulls. I agree. Zion would be electric in the United Center. However, Zion and Jordan Poole hoops, that's going to be hilarious in New Orleans. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff, we got your super chat. Not my favorite idea. However, draft Queen or Sorber and move Vooch to forward to have a big lineup. The only thing is, if it's Queen and Vooch, I don't think you can play them at the same time. I mean, you would get killed defensively. Sorber, maybe you could play him next to Vooch. But I think if you get Queen or Sorber, I'm cutting Nikola Vucevic. I'm just paying off his contract. He doesn't need to be on the team. He can go anywhere. Or I'm just literally saying, we get anything for Vooch. Give us $50 cash considerations, and we will move Vooch. That's what I would do. But as Arthur saying, why aren't you a Bears fan? I was born in Minneapolis, but I grew up in Chicago. Just kind of took over from my dad's favorite teams. He was a Vikings fan. That's when they had like Randy Moss, Chris Carter, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Besides that, Chicago, everything else. I'm a Cubs fan, massive Blackhawks fan, a sad Bulls fan, but that is where we're at. Could have been a Packers fan. You're right. All of my friends are Bears fans. We have a lot of fun when the Vikes and Bears square off. Young DJ saying, give us Ja. You want Ja Morant? Coldest celebration in the NBA right now. Yeah, just give us Derik Queen. Derik Queen, we're very happy. But who the hell knows? Where will the Charlotte Hornets? They're taking their time with this pick. About a minute 16 left. Here's Roley's best available. He's got Trey Johnson, Jeremiah Fears. I agree with these. I would probably just flip Fears and Johnson. Roley's a big Yakachonis guy. I'm not as big on Yakachonis as my guy Roley, but if the Bulls didn't have a guard, I would like him at pick 12. But I would rather probably go Kneppel or one of these guys. But This is the list I love. If the Bulls leave the draft with either of these four, now if you do go Demon, you have to move off Giddey or just let him walk. But if you get Maluach, Carter Bryant, Derik Queen, cool with all of those guys. Dante Culpepper, he was great with the Vikes. Bruce, trivia question for Chicago. Who played for the Blackhawks and the Bulls? No idea. Is that true, Bruce? I'll look that up. Yeah, Arthur, I just want to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I am a Minnesota Vikings fan. Can't wait for week 1 against you Bears fans, though. Monday Night Football. That's going to be sick. And I will say, if I'm being totally honest with you guys, I hate the Chicago Bears. I wish I could like them. City I grew up in. I think it's just because I grew up around Bears fan, being a Vikings fan. Can't stand them. Where does Rolly have Ace Bailey in his rankings? I think 9, I'm guessing. I will give Rolly credit. He was very early on the Ace Bailey fall in the draft. Yeah, he does have him at 9, but Rolly also, big Sorber guy. I'm a big Sorber guy as well. Sheer Fleming, Neat Clifford. Fan of Neat Clifford too. Like him. But he's also a massive Cedric Coward guy. I love Cedric Coward. The biggest winner of the draft, I already think, will be the Spurs or the Mavs just because the top 2 guys are getting it. If the Spurs get Cedric Coward at 14, that guard wing rotation is going to be sick. Like, they're going to be dogs defensively. All 3-and-D guys. But Noah Essengay, watch out for him for the Bulls at 12. Jose saying just made me spit on the ground. You'll see the light one day. Jeremiah, feel good. How does it also feel, J.J. McCarthy, Chicago's very own Minnesota Vikings quarterback? Wow. With the 4th pick of the 2025 NBA draft, Con Kneppel going to the Charlotte Hornets. Going to join LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. Dylan, trivia question. In 38 games, the Hornets have played without LaMelo. What is their record?
Putting me on the spot.
Put you on the spot right here. It's bad.
Like 10-40?
3-35.
Wow.
Hornets without LaMelo. 3-35. That's incredible. Con Kneppel going to Charlotte, though. Like that pick. I'm a big Con guy.
Gets to stay in state.
Yeah, gets to stay in the state of
North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. Big fan of Con Kneppel. People sleep on his size. 6'7". It's a good pick for the Hornets. They need some winning basketball in that organization. That's what Con is. See, they got him at 6'5" on ESPN. He's got a beautiful jumper, dude. See that base. That base. If you're evaluating jump shooters, 2 things. I learned this from a young age. Release point and the base of your jumper. I don't care about the mechanics getting up there. That's also why Lonzo Ball, even when he had that funky jumper when he used to shoot like this, he would still get to the same release point every time, and he always had a solid base, which is why I was never concerned about it. And then he obviously changed to the upward motion from going around here just to straight up. But Kneppel's got a beautiful jumper, man. Elite shooter, plays patient and under control. Can hold his own defensively. He definitely does fight. That is one thing about Con. But, man, he's a dead-eye shooter. Be a great floor spacer for Charlotte. Yeah, I think this is a good pick. This is what Kevin O'Connor had to say on Kneppel, saying, Kneppel brings more than just a sharp shooter stroke, thanks to his brainy pick-and-roll playmaking and crafty scoring feel. He's got a slick mid-range bag and strength scoring inside but to become a player that takes over games, he'll need to overcome his average athleticism. And he actually already has brothers that are apparently already being scouted by Duke. There's a whole pipeline coming down the track right now. They're showing all 4 of his brothers. They all kind of look the same, too. That is hilarious. I don't know if his older brother's just standing closer to the camera. He looks like he's 6'9". I'm hearing the Bulls are looking at Trey Johnson. I hope not. That would just not be a good fit. But here's the first 4. Dylan, no shockers so far.
All good picks.
All good picks. I agree. Where does Utah go? They go Bailey here?
I can't see that.
I can't see that either. Maybe they go Jeremiah Fears, Trey Johnson. They need some scoring. A bunch of nipples at Duke incoming.
I can see Trey Johnson.
I can see Trey Johnson, too. The Flying Kneppel brothers.
They're just in the park.
That's hilarious. Ace Bailey dropping. I don't know what.
I think he's gonna get the Shadur treatment.
You did call that. That'll be a sharp prediction from you, Dill. He's just there in the second round tomorrow. That would be unreal. Fears to Utah. Yeah, I think it's going to be Fears or Trey Johnson here for the Utah Jazz. Good for the Charlotte Hornets. I was a little nervous they were going to go Trey Johnson or Fears, but they need a guy who can play off ball, and Kneppel's great at that. I need some juice right now in the NBA. I don't even want Bulls juice. I need NBA juice. Can we get a trade or something here? Jazz using up the whole clock. They got 1:20 left here. Yeah, they had the most turnovers per game in the NBA this past season at 17.2. They need a true point guard. Gotta assume they're going to go Trey Johnson or Jeremiah Fears.
Is in.
Pick is in. Let's see where the Utah Jazz go. Yeah, this is not going to be Ace. At least if I'm reading body language correctly.
He looks lost.
He does look like... Dude, he looks young.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be a sophomore in high school. The Jazz won 17 games, and you get the 5th pick in the draft. That's unfortunate. That trivia question won me many. Oh, yeah, what was the answer to it? Nancy Faust. Wow. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant actually played on the team. I was happy for Caruso, though, Marty. Got a second ring. Caruso's always a guy I'll root for. He was dominant in the NBA Finals, man.
All these guys look young.
They look so... Dylan, listen, I'm 25 years old. Dylan, 23. I feel old watching this. Like, think about this. I'm 7 years older than these guys.
That's crazy.
Wow. Ace Bailey.
They went for it.
Ace Bailey going to the Utah Jazz. Holy cow. Ace Bailey going to the Utah Jazz. Okay. Look at that. So Ace Bailey will not be repping the Chicago Bulls. He's setting up nice, though, for the Bulls. Even though I didn't think the Jazz were going to take a big, really starts here with Washington and New Orleans. Hopefully they both pass on Maluach. But I also do like that guards are still on the board, because Fears and Johnson will be selected in the top 10. Alrighty. Derik Queen, keep on falling, my friend. Ace Bailey to the Utah Jazz. Yeah, the Jazz told Ace to suck it up, Buttercup. Maybe trade down? Nah, Bulls can't trade down. Unless it's like unless you get like a future first and you can stick with like pick 20 or something, I wouldn't hate that. Oh, so Ace Bailey. 6'7", 200 pounds. Yeah, definitely a tough shot maker. Tough shot taker, no doubt. But I don't know. My biggest concern with Ace is he doesn't use his athletic ability enough. His shot selection is definitely a concern. But, I mean, shit, man. 7-foot wingspan, crazy vertical jump, freak athlete, twitchy athlete. He's got a wicked good first step. Just his shot selection. It's just rough. He should have been one of the best defenders in college basketball this past season. He's got a crazy, crazy closeout ability. He can protect the rim for a wing, too. I just don't know if it was maybe a little bit of the Rutgers basketball culture. Like, I don't know. I do like the Jazz, though, taking a chance on him. You can build around Ace, Markkanen, Kessler. Not a bad foundation for him. So Ace Bailey goes number 5. But if you guys could, I like this. Let's get the C-Reds going down below in the comments section. Couple picks away from the Bulls here. Mic cut out. We're good. What up, Graham Rogers? Give me a C-Red in the comments section. Get them going, everybody. Come on. We're seeing red all night. Hopefully we're seeing Maryland red. Let's go. Get them going in the live chat. Throw them up. C-Red. Shout to Graham Rogers. Goat. Queen going to Washington. That is the one spot. Can't have the... Well, if the Wizards take Queen, that could mean Maluach falls, which would be good. Sultan. Hashtag boycott the Bulls. I love it. Shout out to Richard. Mark Warren in the building. See if you got an update on the Cubs score for you guys. Cutting the commercial. ESPN sucks. ESPN going to commercial right now. Get the C-Reds going. Shout to Rocky. Brucey in the building.
Yeah, I get it to 4 hours somehow.
They already lost advertisement money when they started showing the starting lineups. Got to make up for it. Cubs up 5-0, everybody. Kyle Tucker, 16th home run of the year. How many Cubs fans we got in here? Fly the W's in the live chat. I'll be at the Cubs game, July 18th against the Boston Red Sox. I cannot wait for that matchup. Friday at 1 in Wrigley. It's going to be awesome. Maybe I'll be rocking a Derik Queen Bulls jersey at the game. Who knows? Trading Kobe or Lonzo is interesting. Yeah, Joe Cali just said they're looking to trade him. Finally getting some good pitching tonight from the Cubs. Shout out to Matthew Boyd. Had a nice little run over the last couple of starts. Yankees up 4-1, Dylan.
Finally.
There we go. And then Ian Happ singles. Cubs up 7-0. Happ having a day. Had a leadoff homer. He's up to 3 ribbies. Here we go. That's awesome, Bruce. Always rocking at Wrigley, brother. Always. I'm not a Cardinals fan. I hate the St. Louis Cardinals. We actually have a new chat sports member. He's a Cardinals fan. Not good. Carlos, a Vikes, Bulls, and Cubs fan as well. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Yankees up. We got a Yanks fan in here. There we go. But if you guys want to get some Chicago Bulls draft hats, we got a link for you guys. chatsports.com/Bulls draft. These things are sweet. I love the text. Love the design here. So if you guys want to check them out, chatsports.com/Bulls draft. Get those draft hats today. If you guys could, get the link for you guys in the description and the comments section of today's live show. Just click that link. Check them out. Got a great deal going on for you guys as the Wizards are taking their sweet old time with this pick. They got 10 seconds left, and now the pick is officially in. However, I mean, it's definitely possible if Maluach falls. This is a huge pick for the Bulls right here. This is a huge pick for the Bulls. Bulls, Yankees, and Saints fan. Look at that, I best. Interesting combo. We also, Cubs fans, we need the Yanks to win today. Reds are a little too hot. Yeah, in the Bronx. It's going to be a lot of fun. According to Centel, Ace Bailey is retiring. I know. NBA Centel, generational run by him. Bears, Bulls, Cardinals, Canes. I'm a Bulls and Saints fan. Is there some New Orleans, Chicago crossover in the chat? Walls, I see you tweeting about the White Sox all the time, man. Shout out to Walls, real one, in the house today. Alrighty. No word on who the Wizards are taking. Is Adrian in the chat saying, are we going to trade Vooch? Probably not, but I hope so. My stepdad grew up in Indianapolis when there wasn't a Colts team, so he became a Saints fan. Respected. Respected, Harold. Bulls, Giants, and Red Sox fan. I'll be at the Red Sox Cubs game, July 18th. First game out of All-Star weekend or All-Star game. Bears, Cubs, Bulls, Blackhawks, F the White Sox. As the pick is in for the Washington Wizards. Trey Johnson going to the Wizards. The bigs are falling. The bigs are falling. I love it. Trey Johnson, scoring guard out of Texas. Alrighty, so he's going to join the veteran core of Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart, C.J. McCollum, and don't they have another vet? Hey, that's it, actually. Smart, Middleton, McCollum, and now Trey Johnson joins that. But they got Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington. Wizards will be a better team than the Bulls this upcoming year. Bulls, Yankees, Blackhawks, Red Wings, You're a Red Wings and a Blackhawks fan. Come on, dude. Now, if you say it just because of Patty Kane, I respect it. But Bulls, Niners, Dodgers, Penguins. Wow. Now I don't feel too bad of being a Vikings fan growing up in Chicago. Dylan's a Knicks guy. He's a New York homer. It's funny, Dylan. We were joking around about the Knicks making the pick without a head coach and starting to look like it.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, unless they hire him tonight, but doubt that.
They would, just so the NBA could be sidetracked. Like the entire coverage would just be the Knicks.
Round 2 would just be Knicks head coach talk.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks are going to get Micah Nori, Minnesota assistant. The dude's electric. He's got some great quotes after games. For college, I'm repping the Xavier Musketeers. Zip them up, baby. But Trey Johnson going to the Washington Wizards. There was reports that potentially Derik Queen, Maluach could go there. Ooh, Walls. Walls, that Monday night game, come hang out. I know you're going to probably be rocking with Harrison on Bears Now. Come hop in the Vikings Now chat. At least you could start talking noise to Vikings fans. That'll be a lot of fun. No offense, Dylan, but your team is really a little extreme. What team? The Knicks? sure you're talking about there. But here's what we got on Trey Johnson. 6'5" guard from Garland, Texas. Played his freshman year hoops at Texas. Scoring guard. Kind of a ball hog a little bit, but I don't know if that was just because he had to be for Texas this past season. Not a lot of talent on that team. Lost in the first 4 to the Xavier Musketeers. I was about to say shout out to Sean Miller, but then Sean Miller went to Texas. It's a different rant for a different day. But yeah, Trey Johnson, scoring guard. Kind of reminds me of Swaggy P a little bit in terms of how he moves off ball, how he attacks with his jump shot. But Infinite Streams, United St. Bears, Vikings Monday night. Awesome. That's going to be an unreal game.
He said the Yankees.
Oh, the Yanks. All AL teams should be thankful that Garrett Cole's out for the year. Give me a Yankees-Cubs World Series, Dylan. That'll be awesome for us.
I don't know if it would be awesome for us because it would be a very long week.
It would be a long week working with you. We come in this. I actually don't know. I don't know if you could look at me if the Cubs win a game. I don't know if I could look at you if the Yanks win a game. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, though. But if you guys love the Bulls, hit that thumbs up icon. We got almost 300 people in the building. If you guys could, hit that thumbs up button. If we could let's just get 3 more likes, get us to 120. That would be awesome. If you guys could, hit that thumbs up button if you guys love yourself some Chicago Bulls. Or if you hate the Bulls. If you hate the front office, hit that thumbs up icon. All right, now where do the Pelicans go here? They just traded CJ McCollum. I think they probably go Fears. They took who was the big from Baylor last year? Yves Missi. They took him in the first round. They like him. They're talking about fucking Ace Bailey. We here, brother. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, 130 likes. Appreciate you. If you guys have liked the video, give me a C red down below in the comments section. I'll give you guys some shout outs. Let's go. It's almost that time. It's almost that time. McCollum went to the Washington Wizards. Jordan Poole went to the Pelicans. So maybe they don't go guard. I think they go Maluach. I don't know. Like Yves Missi is a very similar archetype. Okay, if I had they could take a big. I don't know if the Nets would take a big. It depends on their plans with Nick Claxton. Raptors, I think they're going to take Noah Essengay. Suns, they'll take a big. They'll take Maluach. Who's 11, Dylan?
That's sweet.
Pretty sure.
Blazers.
Say again?
Blazers.
They just took Klingon last year, so I don't know. I think Derik Queen or Maluach should be on the board for the Bulls. Yeah, we should have a good chance. Oh, it's going to piss me off when whoever the Suns take at 10 is going to be rocking a Rockets hat.
I don't get why they do that.
I don't know.
Pelicans pick is in.
Pick is in for the Pelicans. Oh, I got you, Mike Nintendo. Cubs-Cardinals, a great rivalry. Should get Danny Wolf. Not at 12. That'll be something.
Jeremiah
Ooh.
Fears.
Yeah, Jeremiah Fears going to the New Orleans Pelicans. I like that pick a lot. Great pick for them. Jeremiah Fears, lead guard from Oklahoma. Maluach, you are a Bull. Alrighty. Yeah. Jeremiah Fears, this is what Kevin O'Connor had to say about him. Twitchy, attacking style, and a knack for coming through as a clutch shooter. He is one of college basketball's youngest freshmen, and it showed with the shaky decision-making, but he has a feel for shot creation and a handle that lets him get anywhere on the floor, so he may only need time to emerge as a star. And I think he will be a star in the league. This is probably my top guard outside of Dylan Harper in this year's class. I feel like he controls the game very, very well. I think he can just be a guy in the NBA where he can control pace. You know, whatever team, obviously I'm going to the Pelicans now, like they'll play at his speed. I think this is a fantastic pick. He had a lot on his shoulders playing for Oklahoma this past year. Jeremiah Fears goes to the Pelicans. Big fan of him. Asa Newell, he could be on the board for the Bulls. Thomas Sorber. Man, we'll see. We'll see. The Brooklyn Nets.
1 of 5.
1 of 5. Oklahoma. Had a nice little run. Blake Griffin, Buddy Hield, Trae Young, and now Fears. Seven picks, 7 freshmen. Yeah, all one and dones. I think that's great for the league. I do wish the NBA put more stock into college basketball, just because like you get more familiar with these guys. Like last year's draft, when it was like Risha Shea, Dejan Salon, the guy the Hornets took, like Ron Holland, like he was a G League guy, like he would have been electric in college basketball. Yeah, I like how it's 7 picks, 7 one and done so far. I like that. That's pretty cool. Jeremiah Fears' mom crying. But also, if you guys want to support the show, Super Chatting is a great way to do so. It's just a dollar icon below the live chat. Dylan and I are going to be live for round 2 tomorrow, so if you guys want to help us out, please send us a Super Chat. We'll celebrate. We'll have a good time here. You guys will get your Super Chat up on screen next to me. Whatever you guys want to say, if you got a hot take around the Bulls, you got a question, whatever it may be, Super Chatting, it really, really does go a long way here at Chat Sports. Keeps the lights on. I mean, I was the 12th person hired here at Chat Sports. We're going to be damn near up to 40 after this next hiring cycle, and it's because of guys, Super Chatting. So if you guys could, I'd really appreciate it. Super Chat to get up on the show. But here's a little offseason profile of the Chicago Bulls. Back-to-back seasons of missing the playoffs while winning 39 games. Josh Giddey, restricted free agent. They can start negotiations with him right now. Haven't really heard any reports on that. It's been kind of quiet on the Josh Giddey front, but they are very limited in the potential moves they can make. With most of their players under contract. Honestly, like the Zach LaVine trade, I loved it because you were able to get control of your first-round pick. Also, Dylan, think about this. If they didn't make that LaVine trade, Spurs would have had 2, 12, and 14 in this year's draft. So I'm happy the Bulls were able to regain control of that, but we'll see. I'm trying to send $5, right? This is my first time on the show. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. It's just a dollar icon down there. If you guys want to support the show, we're going to be going live for, probably 8 hours over the next 2 days. So if you guys want to help me and Dylan out, I really appreciate it. Yeah, every team will get covered over the next 2 days. So if you guys want to support us, really does go a long way as the Nets are chopping it up. I think they just made their selection. If you guys want to see a hilarious video, this is actually I probably can't play that out loud. It was when the Bulls drafted Patrick Williams, and my friends and I were all watching, and we were just freaking out. It was a crash out because we all wanted Denny Advia. I was a massive fan of his coming out of when he was playing overseas, coming out of the draft. I ended up being right on that. Denny Advia is 20 times the player that Patrick Williams is. But we'll see. I mean, right now, if I'm the Bulls and Maluach is there, I'm trying to move up. I'm calling. I'm being aggressive. Alrighty, the kid is an L7 weenie. What a name coming in with the super chat. Appreciate you, Brody. We'll get that up on screen here in a sec, but shout out to you, man.
This one first.
Oh, we also had Alex coming in saying, get those C-Reds going. Everybody get those C-Reds in the chat for my man, Alex. Let's get the good vibes going, man.
Bold
Come
pick
on.
right here.
So what?
Bold pick.
Bold pick? Come on. Come on. Noah Essengay up there. Asa Newell.
You ready to see?
Oh, yeah, grade the pick, too.
It's at the bottom, now the top.
Oh, damn. I didn't even see that. Oh, wow. That's great news for the Bulls. Igor Demon. Great pick by the Nets. Fantastic pick by the Nets. Igor Demon going to the Brooklyn Nets. The Josh Giddey clone. Wow. But the kid is an L7 weenie. Would you trade Kobe for Dante DiVincenzo on the Wolves, as well as Rob and a first? Who is your fave sneaky signing for us this offseason? Sneaky signing would be like a Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You could get him on the MLE at $14 million per year. I don't know if the Bulls would use the MLE. I could see them just kind of rolling over money. The 26 should be a better free agency class. But yeah, I'm not too sure on that, but I appreciate you coming in, L7 Weenie. Shout out to you, Brody. Yeah, but in terms of that trade, Kobe for Dante and Rob Dillingham, 100% I'm doing that. Rob Dillingham a first and Dante DiVincenzo for Kobe White would be a steal. And then also Jeff coming in saying more regular live shows like once a month. Maybe during free agency, Dylan and I can mix in a Bulls live here. Obviously, guys, if they were more active and they were a more relevant team, like I would love to do more Bulls content. We just got a lot to do here, and it's kind of priority. But yeah, we get some good videos out to you guys lately. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Over 300 people in the building. That's awesome stuff. Shout out to all the real ones in the house. There's Jalen Hurts also in the building. $2 super chat. The hilarious super chat as well. But Jeff, yeah, I mean you're a real one, man. Bulls draft Walter Clayton. What are you doing? I'm probably just going home. I think just calling it a night. Probably going to. I might just join Dylan. Well, I was gonna say join Dylan and become a Knicks fan, but they let go of my guy Tibbs. So I don't know. I don't know. That'll be a disaster. I had a bunch of my Bulls fans blowing me up right now, freaking out on who we're going to draft. All right, I'm going to call Noah Essengay here for the Toronto Raptors. It would be a very, very Toronto pick. 6'9", 6'10" wing. He's got great potential. Hey, Patrick, we are not only fans when they're doing great, LOL. I hear you. It's just been a tough couple of years, man. It's been a tough couple of years. Bulls should draft a forward from Georgia, Asa Newell. I'd be cool with it. I'd be cool with it. T, if you want to donate, it's just a dollar icon at the bottom of the chat. We would really, really appreciate it. Shout out to all the real ones who already super chatted. Really does go a long way here, so appreciate all of you guys. But Also, the Brooklyn Nets, we're going to see them make 4 more draft picks tonight. They had 5 first-round picks, so they had a 6th of the total first-rounders tonight, which is crazy. But we got 3 picks before the Bulls here. Toronto, they could go a bunch of different ways. Like, it could go a Senge. I think they might take a big. I think this is Maluach. Maluach or a Senge goes here. Suns, I could see the Suns reaching on Sorber. They want a defensive-minded big. Blazers won't take a big since they just took Collin last year. So, listen, I think Maluach is off the board over the next 2 picks, but if he's not, we take the Duke center. Vooch in 12 to move up to 9, my friends are telling me right now. Easily. Easy. Yeah, they may go Khaman Maluach here. They need a big. Raptors have picked 9 and 39. Yeah, Bulls definitely need a center. They got to find that Vooch replacement. See, they need a rim protector. I mean, you got to assume that's Maluach. And then you got to probably guess the Suns need a rim protector too. Khaman Maluach. He's got 40 seconds here for the Raptors. Maluach looks like that would never happen, Mike. That would never happen. Yikes. You want to slack maybe Brett or Sam? Still going over there? Okay. It's just not a bad graphic to be on anyways. Alrighty, we got 400 people in the building. If you guys could, hit that thumbs up icon. We're at 160 likes right now. Let's try to get to 175. Let's try to get to 175. T, what's going on, man? Thanks. New here. Let's get it, though. All Chicago teams talk. I'm with it, baby. Let's have the Bulls get a good pick. Even though I think Maluach might be going here. We'll see. We will see. Let's go Murray-Boyles. We'll see. We'll see. I got almost 400 people. Keep on smashing that thumbs up icon. We're a couple picks away from the Chicago Bulls adding another player to this team. But T, I appreciate you, Brody. Our software is kind of slacking right now, so we will get that up on screen when we can. But T, seriously, thank you so much, Brody. Appreciate you for tuning in. Okay. Yeah. That works. All right. The Raptors pick is in. Silver taking the stand. See where they go. Anybody but Maluach. No Maluach. Collin Murray-Boyles to the Toronto Raptors. Is Maluach going to fall to the Chicago Bulls? You should have your pick of Maluach or Queen here at pick number 12. Got to assume the Suns take a big. There we go. Collin Murray-Boyles off the board, defensive-minded wing forward. He's gotten comps to Draymond Green. His offensive comp for me is like a poor man's Julius Randle. It's a good pick for Toronto, though. An interesting pick. I thought they maybe would have won a big man, but you're going to try to get some defensive-minded players around Scotty Barnes, quickly RJ Barrett, and Brandon Ingram. So Murray-Boyles going to Toronto. You're calling it, Graham Rogers? Maluach dropping? Only player in the SEC that have over 40 blocks and 40 steals, Collin Murray-Boyles. Second team all SEC this past season. In his sophomore year, averaged 17 points a game, 59% from the deck, 8.3 rebounds, an undersized forward. The guy's got juice defensively. He's tenacious. I love his aggression on that side of the floor. And now we're just 2 picks away from the Bulls, even though I think the Suns are going Maluach here. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, very versatile defender, very switchable. Can guard, honestly, 1 through 5. But he can move those feet, man. Great communicator. Really reminds me of like a Draymond Green. Now, does he have the intangibles that Draymond has? We'll see. But, I mean, the guy shot almost 60% from the floor this season. Very strong player. Big body. Uses his hips very well on the low block. And Maluach, Noah Senge. Might be Noah Senge for the Bulls. Asa Noel could be the pick. Thomas Sorber. Derik Queen still out there. Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant could go to the Suns, actually. That would be massive. We should be all hoping that Carter Bryant goes right here to Phoenix. That would be a big pickup. Go. Collin Murray-Boyles going to the Toronto Raptors. Suns are on the clock. Acquired this pick from the Kevin Durant Houston Rockets trade. Maluach, best available player we have right now. Noah Senge also. Asa Newell and Thomas Sorber also there. Up and go. Alrighty. You guys will see ya in 2 seconds. Switching studios, everybody. Just a second here. Alrighty, testing. Keep on waiting. Trace Moustakis. All right, I think we're good. Hey, you just want to raise the camera just like an inch or two, I think. Alrighty, and we're back. Little studio switch. Trace Moustakis in the chat. What's going on, Moose? Hope you're Bulls. Get Maluach, Derik Queen, one of those guys. Hopefully we can get ESPN up here. Alrighty, 430 people in the building. If you guys could, hit me with the C-Red down below in the comments section. They traded the pick. No, they did not. We'll see what the Bulls decide to do. Who's up? The Phoenix Suns are up. Phoenix Suns, I would assume they go Carter Bryant, Maluach, or maybe they go Derik Queen. Yeah, Phoenix gets this pick, not the Houston Rockets. It's part of the Kevin Durant trade. Cutting in and out. Are we good now? Are we good? Pick is in. We're back. We're set up. We're ready to go. Sound cutting. Sound good right now? We all right? We all right? Says it cutting it in and out. Fix mic. we're good. Does it sound good on your end here? Mike might be cutting in and out. There's a delay. Moose. Yeah, I think we're good. But pick is in for the Phoenix Suns, even though they'll be rocking a Houston Rockets hat. It's one of my biggest pet peeves with the NBA. Hopefully they fix that eventually. But so we're getting reports here that the Charlotte Hornets are trading Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns, which should mean they're not drafting a center here. Charlotte Hornets are trading Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns for pick number 29 tonight and a 2029 first-round pick. Okay. All righty. Appreciate you guys being patient with us here. We had to actually flip studios. The old software was cutting in and out, but hopefully we got no more problems here. But we'll see. As we're waiting for the pick to be made by the Houston Rockets. Pick is in, and then we just got the Portland Trailblazers, and then we will have the Chicago Bulls. But here's Rolly's best available. Yakachonis still on the board. I could maybe see, I think this is going to be Carter Bryant as Silver takes the podium. The 10th pick. Maluach still goes. So they're acquiring Maluach and Mark Williams. Wow. Bit of a shocker. So now the Bulls, the top two bigs left, Thomas Sorber and Derik Queen. Wow. So they're going to get Mark Williams and Maluach here. This is going to the Phoenix Suns, not the Houston Rockets. It's a good pick for Phoenix. They're clearly in the market for a big man. They wanted the guy who can protect the rim, catch lobs, and that is Maluach. Now, we'll see if I don't know if they go Yakachonis. I really doubt that, but I don't know. They love Fighting Illini players. Obviously, the latest one being Ayo Dosunmu from the Fighting Illini. But the last two picks here, Collin Murray-Boyles and Khaman Maluach, two guys that the Bulls were looking at. And now it's just the Portland Trailblazers, assuming they're not going to go Derik Queen. So Queen should be on the board here for Chicago. Mike, good on your end time, man. I appreciate you guys. All right, Derik Queen. Don't mess this up. Don't overthink. Maluach going to the Phoenix Suns here. He's behind. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are getting some audio problems on your end, just refresh your page, hop back in. Should be all good, but appreciate you guys being patient with us. Yeah, moving on the fly, Dylan. Moving on the fly. Khaman Maluach going to the Phoenix Suns. All right, starting to set up for Derik Queen. If you guys are ready for the Bulls to draft, hit me with a C-Red down below in the comments section. But the Suns picking up two centers in the last 5 minutes. Going Mark Williams and Maluach. Going to be their center rotation for the future. Let's go. Hit me with a C-Red down below in the comments section. If you guys are fired up for the Bulls pick, we'll give you guys some shout-outs. We're doing the whole coverage here. We'll stay live. We'll do a deep dive on the Bulls pick for about 10, 12 minutes or so. Full trade details. It's a lengthy one. Send a 2029 first rounder. Top 5 protected. And pick number 29 to get Mark Williams. Shout out to Anthony in the house. Shout out to Meek, Graham Rogers, Caleb Williams, the GOAT, Trace Moustakis. What's going on, Moose? Type in C-Red. Jeremy saying C-Red. Vladimir. Asa Nula still on the board for the Bulls. Jose Calderon saying C-Red. Caleb Williams smacking that in the comments section. Here we go. Maluach. We had a dream for a second. But if you guys love yourself some Chicago Bulls basketball, hit me with a C-Red down below in the comments section. Here we go. Shout out to I-Beast, Brett Johnson, Big Mike 2 in the building. Maluach having some tears right now. He's going to go team up with Jalen Green, Devin Booker, Mark Williams, Dylan Brooks, and the whole Phoenix Suns organization. What does Portland need? They need a wing. I'm assuming they're going to go Noah Senge here. Shocking pick of the night would have to be Igor Demin going to the Brooklyn Nets at pick number 8. But I thought that was a good pick from him. I'm a big fan of Demin. Really a Josh Giddey clone. Bulls didn't have Giddey. I would have been all over him. AK, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? When the Bulls pick, we'll do just toss me full screen. We'll do a quick short. I'll slack Jackson, and then let's dive into the cut. Alrighty. Will it be Derik Queen? Will it be Derik Queen? Portland on the clock right now. They got 2 minutes remaining. Phoenix Suns pick up 2 athletic centers in the last 10 minutes in Mark Williams and Maluach. Why is he wearing Rockets gear? It's just because that was the Rockets pick they traded for Kevin Durant. No, I do too. I love the Nets pick of Demin. Tone setter offensively. As the Portland Trailblazers, they go Cedric Coward at pick 11, but it's getting traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. Wow. So the Bulls have a chance here to land Derik Queen if they want to. Jordan Rice, if you're having audio issues, just refresh the page and you'll be all right. So Cedric Coward going to the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. Can we trade Patrick Williams for a bag of Doritos? Don't think so. Don't think so. Asa Newell or Noah Senge. I'd probably lean Derik Queen out of all those guys. But you guys let me know. Who do you want the Bulls to draft? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you guys are having audio issues, just refresh the page and you guys will be all right. We had to switch studios. Sometimes it takes YouTube a little bit to get caught up. Yeah, so the Memphis Grizzlies are now picking at 11. Cedric Coward. Love that pick for them. Literally your Bane replacement. It's a great move. Brett Johnson saying, is a trade down looking worse with the bigs gone? Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not sure. I don't think a trade down's on the table for the Bulls. So this pick is heading to Memphis here as the Bulls are now on the clock. You guys let me know. Back in sounds good. See red. All right, appreciate you. Why do you keep saying he's a Sun? Because the 10th pick went to Phoenix, just like how Portland sending Cedric Coward to the Memphis Grizzlies. Bring D Rose back. Should we just draft D Rose? Draft PJ Rose right now? Cedric Coward, that's a fantastic pick. I was about to place a bet on him to go top 10. It was like plus 500. But he will go number 11. Cedric Coward, he's got so much dog, so much fight in him defensively. Guy's a stud. I love that pick for the Memphis Grizzlies. Curious what they gave up, though. Probably had to give up a couple future firsts they got from Orlando. I'd rather select Newell than Queen. I'd probably lean Queen, but Asa would not be a bad choice. Not be a bad choice. Asa Newell finishes everything at the rim. He shot 72.9% at the rim this past season. An elite offensive rebounder. Very, very high motor for Asa Newell. Really quick off the floor as well. He's not the best decision maker when he's working 4-on-3. Like if the ball handler in a pick and roll is blitzed and they drop it off to him, he doesn't do the best job of reading those defenses. But I wonder if that could be something he develops here. But now the Chicago Bulls are on the clock. You're our best available. We got Yakachona still there, Carter Bryant, Derik Queen, Thomas Sorber. I would lean Derik Queen here, or even Sorber. I don't know if the fit of Yakachonis, like if the Bulls want to go BPA and they view him as that, then I can maybe see Yakachonis. But I think you either got to go Asa Newell, Thomas Sorber, Derik Queen, get a big man in there. Yeah, the Grizzlies, they're sending pick number 16 and a 2028 first and 2 seconds for Cedric Coward. So clearly that was the guy they wanted, and they were playing no games. They were going to go get him. So I like that move for Memphis. Alrighty, we're almost here. Bulls, 0 seconds left on the clock. Give me those C-Reds down below in the comments section. As here we go. Oh, never mind. They just reset it. 4 minutes left on the clock for the Bulls. Noah Senge, Asa Newell, Sorber, Carter Bryant. A lot of options here for Chicago. Yakachonis, Jace Richardson. I would be shocked if they took him. Rasheer Fleming, Derik Queen. I would go Queen here in this spot. I see the lure of a Senge. Bulls take Danny Wolf. I would be furious. Also, don't rule out the Bulls taking Yohan Beringer. There is a chance he's there. Bulls are going to sell this pick. Could you imagine that? Cedric Coward, though, going to Memphis. We'll see what the Bulls do. Carter Bryant. We'll see. We'll see. 3 minutes left on the clock for the Bulls. Gotta assume this is Derik Queen. A Senge could be on the table. Asa Newell could be on the table. Asa Newell, 6'9" without shoes, 225 pounds. He's got damn near a 7-foot wingspan. It's a little undersized, but I don't know. Maybe they go a Senge. I have no idea. I think it's going to be one of those three. Unless they do go Beringer. Yohan Beringer. Casey Johnson. He was hinting at the Bulls taking him. We'll see what they do as we cut the commercial here while the Bulls are picking. Queen is a bust coming in. Queen looks like Randall 2.0. I mean, if we get Julius Randle at pick 12, that'd be a home run pick. As the pick is in for the Bulls. Pick is in. Where are they going? Is Senge to the Bulls confirmed? Is that what we're hearing? Yohan Beringer. Could that be the pick? Just give me Derik Queen. Make it easy. Did a lot of work on this guy. I'm a fan of him. He could be the center of the future after Nikola Vucevic's time is done in Chicago. Just keep it simple. Don't overthink this. Just go Derik Queen. Derik Queen, also, you want to sell jerseys, Jerry. Derik Queen will sell jerseys. Get the Illinois player, Yakachonis. I don't know. A lot of people have mixed feelings on Derik Queen. I'm a fan of him. As it is, the Bulls are drafting Noah Senge. Wow. Alrighty. It is official. The Chicago Bulls with the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA draft. They are taking Noah Senge, a polarizing prospect. He's got tremendous upside, a super high ceiling, a super low floor. And the Bulls, they wanted to find players that play with the pace that Josh Giddey plays, and they're hoping Senge is just that. Now, this guy actually left his team in the Germany finals to be here at the NBA draft, but this is a polarizing pick for the Bulls. They pass on Derik Queen, and they get Noah Senge, the wing forward. I got a lot of thoughts on this pick, but if I had to give it a grade, I'd probably give it a B+. Alrighty, Noah Senge is the pick for the Chicago Bulls. Holy cow. Noah Isenge, 6'9", 194 pounds. He has a 6'11" wingspan. Holy cow. I can't believe they actually just did that. He's got great lateral quickness. He can switch on the perimeter. High upside guy. I mean, wish I would have took Queen, but it's whatever. We'll see. I mean, this is interesting. This is a reach. Oh man. I mean, he's 195 pounds. 6'9". I just don't know if the Bulls are the organization for him. Comp, like Nick Batum is the comp we got here. We had him 17th overall on our big board. Listen, this guy's going to be a good defender. I just don't know how I feel about this. This just seems it's a very Bulls pick here. I mean, he's a good passer, sharp decision maker. He doesn't have play strength because he's 194 pounds. That's 6'9". Doesn't really have a handle. You got to hope that he can develop into a knockdown three-point shooter, and he's just like a high-end 3-and-D guy. But here are his stats. I mean, 10.8 points per game, 4.9 rebounds, 1.2 assists. Shot 52% from the field. This is what Kevin O'Connor had to say on Isenge, saying Isenge is a toolsy forward with a fluid handle, dynamic finishing package, and highly versatile defense, but his long-term upside hinges on the jumper clicking, and if it doesn't, his defense must reach a level that prevents coaches from keeping him off the floor. Noah Isenge going to the Chicago Bulls, the forward from France. Come on, man. Yeah, go fire up The Last Dance, everybody. Bulls fans are crashing out right now. I'm not a fan of it. Second youngest player in the draft. He plays video games and watches anime in his free time. That's messed up. Yeah, Nick Batum's his comp. I'm not lying. Nick Batum's his comp. Just never gets easier. Noah Isenge, come on. And now the New Orleans Pelicans are drafting Derik Queen at pick number 13. Got the pick. It's always us, Peter. It's always us. Is this the next Giannis? Noah Isenge, though. You guys grade the pick for me. A, B, C, D, or F. This just feels like the Patrick Williams pick. Not a fan. Come on, dude. Guess they're building, trying to get a defensive identity. Isenge, Adas Buzelis. I mean, this also tells me, this pick, that Josh Giddey will get signed for whatever contract he wants. They're building around Josh Giddey. That's what this pick tells me. You want an athlete that can play in transition. He is that. I understand that. But the guy weighs 194 pounds. He better, like, for this pick to work, he's going to have to be one of the best defenders in the league. His offensive game is shaky. He can't get to his spots offensively because he weighs $195. Can't really create for himself. He's Nick Batum. Not good. We're just rolling with Vooch. Vooch lives to see another year. Nikola Vucevic. That is your starting center, and you're not taking Derik Queen. Draft Thomas Sorber over this guy. Like, I wish I could get more fired up. Apathy is set in. I don't care. And then Derik Queen goes to pick after just to stick it in there. Oh, man. Bulls drafted another Denzel Valentine. I mean, Pete, this is Definitely a high upside pick. Guys have got an extremely low floor. I mean, it's a good decision maker. He's got good form on his jumper, which I like. Gets to the top of his release, and it's consistent. 6'9", 194-pound forward. He is 18 and a half years old, so this is going to be a project. Yeah, we need to get him some deep dish pizza. Giordano's, Lumoni's. Get him there. I don't know how to feel about this. 2.1 steals per game per 36. They use him a lot in that short role as a screen setter this past season. No, obviously give him a chance. I mean, we're going to root for this guy, but I would have just went in a different direction. Oh, man. All right, you want to dive into the cut here, Dill? Nico, I appreciate your super chat, bro, but we're gonna break down Noah Senge here in a little bit. We can just go into it. We love high upside. The Bulls love high upside picks. Patrick Williams, high upside. Yeah, exactly. It's just never going to end. Like, I miss being a fan of the NBA. I miss being a diehard Bulls fan. It's terrible. Alrighty. If you're ready to go, just want to say starting on this player out or pick 03. It's a fine pick. It's a fine pick. It's just, I don't know. Alrighty. Ready to go? What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman here, breaking down the Bulls' first-round draft pick. And at pick number 12, it went Noah Senge, the wing from France. Derik Queen was on the board. Thomas Sorber was on the board. Even Yakachonis was on the board. But the Bulls are taking a chance on a guy who has tremendous upside. This is a high-risk, high-reward pick. And this guy, it's a polarizing prospect. Now, he comes in at 6'9", 194 pounds. He definitely needs to start eating some freaking deep dish pizza when he gets to Chicago. Hopefully, Lou Malnati's, Giordano's will hook him up with a sponsorship. But this past season, averaged 10.8 points per game, 4.9 rebounds, shot 51.8% from the field. He is a switchable defender. That will be his calling card in the NBA, is the defensive side of the floor. But if he is not an elite defender, I really have a tough time believing he is going to be a consistent role player in the NBA, because his offensive game, it will take a lot of development. He doesn't really have good play strength. He gets bumped off his spot a lot, and especially on the offensive end, when he's trying to get to those bump, pull-up jump shots, he struggles just getting to his spot, and that's because he weighs 194 pounds. But I will say some good on him. He's a sharp decision maker. So if the Bulls use him at that 4 spot next to Nikola Vucevic and him as a screen setter, you can use him in that short role. Like, let's just say Josh Giddey gets blitzed. He can play 4-on-3. I don't hate that action, but this is a guy we're going to have to be patient with him. Like, we're not going to be able to evaluate how good this guy can be after the first couple years of his NBA career. This is going to be a long process. Is an incredibly raw prospect. I mean, he's 18 and a half years old right now. He actually did leave his team in Germany. They were in the finals. He left to be at the NBA draft. People have thoughts on that. Personally, I don't care. But in terms of his jumper, I do really like his form. And the pro comp we have for him is Nicholas Batum. If you draft Batum at pick 12, is that worth it? I'm not sure. But this is what Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo Sports had to say about Senge. Saying Senge is a toolsy forward with fluid handle, dynamic finishing package, and highly versatile defense, but his long-term upside hinges on the jumper clicking. And if it doesn't, his defense must reach a level that prevents coaches from keeping him off the floor. And that's the kicker with him. Like, I think he will be a plus defender day one in the NBA. But can he develop that offensive game? Like, can he be a 40% three-point shooter? Because if he is that, and he's sniping from beyond the arc. Like, you should have a super rangy athlete that can knock down threes. Like, I like the archetype of him, but again, with where the Bulls were at, you needed a true big. Like, I don't know if they were calling trying to get a guy like Maluach, but you passed on Derik Queen. I know Derik Queen, polarizing prospect amongst Bulls fans. Some people were saying, absolutely not, we're not taking him. Don't want anything to do with him. I was in the camp. I was a pro Derik Queen guy. He's an extremely, extremely skilled big. He uses his body very, very well, and when he gets a smaller defender on him, he is going quick. But this guy, Senge, I mean, it is a boom or bust prospect. And the thing that concerns me, like one of the notes I have for him, coaching and development will matter a lot here. Needs to refine his finishing and handle for sure. Are the Bulls that team? Like, when we have taken these chances and we have reached on prospects, it hasn't worked out. Like, if we were like the Oklahoma City Thunder, the San Antonio Spurs, one of these teams that is elite at developing, high upside guys, I would be all over this pick. But do I trust Billy Donovan? Do I trust Arturas, Mark Eversley to be, first off, patient with this guy enough to let him develop? I'm not sure. But here were his numbers in 23 minutes a game in the league he was playing in Germany. 10.8 points, 4.9 boards, 1.2 assists, 51.8% from the field. High upside guy. Again, I just don't know if this was the right selection here, guys. I got mixed feelings about this. This is a risk for the Bulls, which I will say, I have wanted the Bulls to be aggressive, and this is an aggressive pick because this could go horribly wrong. We could be looking back at this as like a Dalen Terry selection when they took him at pick 18 out of Arizona. Didn't mean to throw a stray at Dalen Terry right there, but I don't know. This just kind of screams Patrick Williams to me, and I don't know if the Bulls are the team to develop this guy, but if I had to give this a grade, it's kind of tough right now. Probably go B-, C+. I wish they would have got Queen, and I'm not saying Queen would have moved the needle, but I don't know. You guys grade the pick for me. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F. Can't believe they actually did it. Noah Senge. This also, I will say, actually, I'll save this here in a second. I do have a take on how I think this connects back to the decision the Bulls are going to make with Josh Giddey, but grade the pick for me. And before I give you guys that Josh Giddey take here, if you guys want to get the Bulls draft hats, head over to chatsports.com/Bulls draft. Hit that link. It will be in the comment section and description of today's show. I think they're pretty sweet. Senge was just rocking this, so if you guys want to join him, please click that link, chatsports.com/Bulls draft. The link is in the comment section and description of today's show. All right, so Noah Senge, I think this means the Bulls are going to do whatever it takes to retain Josh Giddey. And now this scares me that they're going to pay him $33, $34 million per year. Because this is an athlete that you want him playing in transition, getting up and down the floor, and that's what Josh Giddey, it really seems like the Bulls, they're going to try to build around Giddey, Buzelis, and now a Senge. Hopefully Ayo gets in the starting lineup. We'll see if they end up trading Kobe White. I felt like if they were going to trade Kobe, that would have already went down. But I don't know. Like, I think this takes him out of the Jonathan Kuminga sign and trade sweepstakes. Because are you going to have a Senge, Buzelis, Patrick Williams, Dalen Terry, Jonathan Kuminga? Like, that's a lot of wings at that spot. But polarizing pick, man. This is a boomer bust. As we are just seeing now, Carter Bryant going to the San Antonio Spurs. Like, I don't know if I would have liked that selection more. Spurs are freaking killing the draft right now. Carter Bryant and Dylan Harper, great selections for there, but I don't know. I mean, a 6'9" wing, he could play some 4 for the Bulls. Like if he ends up working out, I do like his archetype of player next to Buzelis because they should be able to guard wings at a high level. Like day one, Senge should be able to be a plus defender. Same with Buzelis. Listen, this is a high upside guy. The Bulls need high upside guys. But again, it's the Bulls. Like, do we trust them developing a player like Noah Senge? I don't know if I do. If we were a different organization, I would have been more in on this. But you guys see the frame. the guy's got to start eating some deep dish pizza or something, man. I mean, he's going to have to fill out. I mean, we did see some development from Buzelis, so maybe I should put a little more faith in the Bulls coaching staff here to develop these guys. But, I mean, they're clearly buying into this Josh Giddey version of the Bulls, where it's like he's pushing the pace. You got Senge, Buzelis, Ayo running the floor. And now I wonder what the Bulls do in the second round. Like, are they going to try to get a center? I don't love the options they could have unless they somehow luck into a guy like Ryan Kalkbrenner from Creighton, 4-time DPOY in the Big East. This is just a high upside pick, man. High upside pick, which I guess on paper, like, that's a guy you want. I mean, Giannis was taken pick 15. Kawhi was taken pick 15. And also the recent number 12 overall picks, Jalen Williams, Tyrese Halliburton, maybe Noah Senge will follow suit. But we appreciate you guys watching today's show. If you guys love the Chicago Bulls, hit me with a C-Red down below in the comments section. And we'll see you guys next time. As always, go Bulls. All righty. Noah Senge. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. We're going to dive into more Senge tape. High upside guy. I'm pulling this up right now. I got to watch more of them. Noah Senge. Man. I appreciate you, T. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Like, I like his jump shot. He's a freaky athlete. Let's see here. True shooting, 62%. He had a plus 12.8 net rating, 2.7 block percentage, 6'11" wingspan. He was born in 2006, which is nuts. 72% from the free throw line. He shot 25.6% from downtown. Definitely needs to develop that jump shot. Man, you got to hope he's a elite defender right away. I just have concerns of him getting, bullied, man. I don't know. He is 18 years old, though. Like, I mean, my body when I was 18 compared to where I am now was all these guys in the NBA. It's totally different. Like, the Bulls should be trying to trade up for Thomas Sorber right now. Give that Portland protected pick. Try to go get Sorber. Give your second something, man. Something. Noah Senge. I knew they weren't going to freaking pick Derik Queen. He is the archetype I like. He's just a little thin. We just saw this organization ruin a guy similar to him like Patrick Williams. Where we were all saying about Patrick Williams, oh, he's a great defender. Can he develop that three-point shot? And, I will say Patrick Williams has been a decent three-point shooter, but, man. I appreciate you, Tristan. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, I know Noah shot 25% from three this past season. He's got a good jumper. At least the form's good. And he will be a good defender. And it is the archetype I like, which you are right, but I think this also means the Bulls are probably going to overpay for Josh Giddey. Like, they have to bring back Giddey now. This is a pick you make for Josh Giddey. Giddey better not get $38 million. Just going the wing route. Is the Bulls starting lineup next year going to be Giddey, Kobe White, Buzelis, Senge, and Vooch? Yeah, right as I'm saying that out loud, Justin Joseph. Like, I would prefer for them to move Kobe, get Ayo in the starting lineup. He is a rangy athlete, though. I mean, there is upside with this guy. I know I'm not the biggest fan of it, but upside is here. But this also like kind of means like you're kicking the tires on Patrick Williams. And I'm not saying that's like a bad move, but again, you're in this in between world. Like this is a pick where like if I'm the Bulls, I'm trying to bottom out. Like you let Asenge develop, you let Buzelis develop, you trade Kobe, you trade Vooch, you run a bunch of young guys, and you try to go get Debanza or Cam Boozer next year. But knowing the Bulls, they'll be a 39-win team again, back in the play-in. We're drafting pick number 12 again. And you're just kind of shooting darts with this pick. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now the Thunder are up. See who the defending champs go. Thomas Sorber goes to the Thunder. That's how I know a little bit of basketball, that Sam Presti took this guy in fucking 15. Great pick. This is who's going to come off the bench for him when Hartenstein's done. I'm telling the truth, Harold. I don't love this pick. I don't love this Senge pick. I'm going to believe in him. It's just got to be, it's going to have to be an all-world defender. Yeah, we should be drafting right now. We should have got there first from Caruso. We should be drafting Sorber right now. Like, listen, if the Bulls, like, if they already had a center of the future on the bench, yeah, I'd be cool with the Senge. Like, now there's no plan. Like, after Vooch, like, even if the Bulls get a top 5 pick, let's just say they bottom out, they're terrible, they get a top 5 pick, Vooch is off the books. You have a massive hole at center where the guys next year like Boozer, AJ Debanza, those are wings. I would. You just got no plan at the center position yet again. You're just cool running with Vooch. I don't understand it. What is the trend in the league now? Got to get guys who can guard, and I guess Asenge is that. Adama Sanogo is not the answer at center. I love Sanogo. He was a college legend, but he's not the answer. Jerry already agreed to sell the White Sox. He needs to agree to sell the Bulls. Freaking Noah Asenge. He was 30 of 117 from 3 this season, 25.6%. His jumper literally looks like Nick Batum. Super narrow jump shot, at least his base. Like, I like his form, but any center trades? Unless they try to go get like a guy like Claxton, but no, listen, I like Sanogo, but that's not the answer at the center position, guys. It's an interesting pick. Taking the chance. I mean, I guess I wanted the Bulls to do that, so. The Bulls have Zach Collins and Jalen Smith. Zach Collins and Jalen Smith. Come on. We're trying to lose games, and yeah, run with those guys. But they're not. Like, they're going to try to win next year. How about Jared Allen? Take a lot to get him. I don't know if the Bulls are in a position to trade for anybody right now. Bulls fans, stop going to games. I'm sure those Asenge jerseys are going to sell. Capella's there. I've always been a fan of Capella, but he's getting older. Don't worry, we're getting Giannis. All right, so this pick's going to the Portland Trailblazers. It's tough being a Bulls fan right now. I hope I'm looking back on this and I'm like, God, you were so wrong about Asenge. Like, really, I hope you're so wrong. No, I'm not going to hate on him just yet. I'm going to be rooting my tail off for Asenge. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. What up, bro? I know. I want a Queen, too. It was just especially him going the pick after hurt. And the Thunder taking Sorber makes me feel even worse about not drafting Sorber. But, Joey, how much you weigh? 175. How tall are you? 6'3". Noah Senge, 6'9", 194 pounds. He's got a slim frame on him. Slim frame. 150. Yeah, 185, I think, right now. But, oh, man, Noah Senge. Those jerseys are going to fly off the shelves, everybody. Second round pick? I mean, you got to try to get a center. I was mainly looking at guards in the second round, but I don't know. Maybe try to trade up for Kalkbrenner. Big fan of him. Rocco, the 7'3" guy. I forget where he's from, but he can shoot a little bit. He's an interesting prospect. I love Flag trying to grow out the facial hair. Looks like I know. He's got the little scrap on his chin right now. It's hilarious. Go both. Ace and Newell is still out there. Yakachon is falling in this draft. It's interesting. You said what? Oh, Hanson Yang. Wow. That's pretty early. Hanson Yang, the 20-year-old from China, 7'3" wingspan, 7'1" without shoes. Yeah, the Chinese center just went right to Portland. Asa Newell, yep. This dude's a demon. I'm all in on this guy. Holy cow. A 9'3" reach. Jesus. Wow. 28 of 52 from 3. Interesting pick there. Him and Klingon going to be the duo. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still in not shambles about this. I'm just a lot of thoughts going through my head. Alex saying, Pat, chew your tail off. I'm trying, Alex. I'm trying. Just come on. Asenge, please work. Please work. Come on, man. Oh, T-Wolves on the clock. They might go Yakachonis. Pair up Yakachonis and Terrence Shannon. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go Kuminga now anymore since they got 5 wings. Bulls roster. You got about 6 point guards. You got about 6 threes, and I guess you got 3 centers. It's Zach Collins and Jalen Smith, and Vooch. Yeah, we got this guy's name backwards. Yang Hansen. Hansen Yang. Oh, man. All right, Hanson. Okay. ESPN wrong right here. It's Hanson Yang. Hanson going to Portland. Literally. Good news. Cubs up 9-0. It's positive. Positive today. Hanson Yang. Big fella. The next Yao Ming. I don't know. How are you guys feeling about Asenge now? Let it go for a little bit. Reset the thoughts. Let's chalk this season. Hey, Cubs won. Go Cubs, go. I don't know. How are you feeling about Asenge? Nobody knows. Like, this is an interesting pick, though. Summer League will be fun. Summer League will be a good time. I'm excited about that. I'm just gonna be diving into Senge tape all night. I'm gonna drive myself crazy. Got some C minuses, a couple of A's. I mean, Senge's got he's got a good feel for the game offensively. He's good in that short roll spot I'm seeing right now. He's a lanky dude, man. Oh my God. All right, Minnesota Timberwolves pick 17. Yeah, Modest doesn't need to play in the summer league. Nah, it's an interesting combo of Asenge and Buzelis. That's for sure. I just think this locks in Giddey staying on the Bulls, which I mean we all kind of knew that was going to be the case. He's going to be a project, man. Timberwolves have been a very good drafting team over the last couple of years, so curious to see where they go. You give it a T for terrible. You can give it a T for terrible. Oh, Beringer going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Silver just botched that pronunciation. I'm guessing Sam gave me this phonetically here. It says Yo on Baron J. Yohan Beringer going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Is this their Gobert replacement here? Yeah, I also is Patrick Williams done now? I mean, he just signed into a 5-year deal last offseason. He has 4 more years of $18 million per season left on the books. The next Scottie Pippen. I remember, what was his name? The guy who the Bulls drafted in the second round. He was out of Boise State. Chandler Hutchinson. My best friend Xander compared him to Scottie Pippen, and I don't think he played a whole lot for the Bulls. Yohan Beringer. Heading to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah, there they just pronounced it right. Silver must have. Maybe it didn't have it phonetically up there and he just winged it. Rocco at 45. I'm down. I'm down. Rocco Zikarski. 7'3" without shoes. Dude's a mammoth. Good rim protector, solid athlete. He had a 31-inch vertical at 7'3". That's impressive. France is going to be fucking good in a couple of years, everybody. They're going to be good. Richache, Sar, Dejan Salon, Pacome Dadier. Now Senge. Alrighty. It is a good conversation. That is a good point. A lot of good Frenchmen the last couple of years. Oh, man. Noah Senge. There are some people that compare this guy to Giannis, which is hilarious. Hopefully he's not another Bruno Caboclo on me. It'll be a disaster. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. This dude is a defender, though. He's got good feel. I mean, he's 18 and a half years old, also in the stuff I'm watching. I mean, he was 18 in these clips. This dude's got some personality with him, too, which I don't know if I love. He just hit a 3 and went like that, walking down the court. Hey, I left this team in Germany. I don't know. Oh, Senge, I mean, he'll be fun to watch. He'll be fun to watch develop. I think the craziest thing of the night, though, Dylan, is the Suns landing Mark Williams and Maluach literally within 2 minutes of each other. This remind you of Caboclo? Not really. But I see what you're saying, though. Like, long, athletic wing, can't really shoot.
I'd say Demon's still the shocker, though.
Demon is still a shocker. Him going top 8 was crazy.
Jakic isn't
That's crazy.
picked yet.
Sorry, I'm watching Senge highlights right now. Fucking Senge. What do you do? What do you do as Bulls fans, man?
Can name a random Bull.
Name a random Bulls player. Give you guys a shout out. No, I'm not comparing him to Bruno Caboclo. Somebody just said that. I don't know. Is Kobe like I I think this pick, I think the Bulls are going to try to run it back with what they had. Like, I'm thinking in the Bulls' mind right now. They're like, okay, we got two offensive-minded guards, Giddey and Kobe White. They're thinking, all right, offensively, Giddey being the playmaker, Kobe White just being the scorer. If we want to make that work, we got to get some athletic, defensive-minded wings, Asenge, Buzelis. And then the center spot, I mean, Vooch won't be, part of the future, but I don't know. Interesting. I will say, Asenge does look like he can put on some weight on his frame. Like, I don't think that'll be an issue. July 10th for the Summer League. We'll be talking about it here on the Bulls Report. Wow. Pick 18 is heading to the Utah Jazz for Walter Clayton. Walter Clayton going to the Utah Jazz at pick 18. Rolly will be happy about that. Change Vooch for Collins. Zach Collins isn't the answer either at the center spot. I don't know. Like, everybody, think this out. Like, you got two offensive-minded guards. Now you got two defensive-minded wings at the 3 and the 4. I love that. Like, if Senge works out, I love his archetype. Like, everybody, and I think this only applies to the NBA. Like, you can't do this in the NFL, but, like, imagine you're creating, like, a my team. Like, and it's like you don't know any of these names. You don't know any of their, how they actually play on the floor, but, like, just their archetype and their play style. You got a 6'8" point guard, playmaker, Josh Giddey. Gets everybody involved, pushes the pace. Then you got Kobe White, 3-level scorer at the 2 spot, 6'5", good size. And then you're adding Asenge, Modest Buzelis at the 3 and 4. Athletic, defensive-minded wings. Like, who would be that archetype at center? Like, honestly, ideally it would be like a Miles Turner, but everybody wants a Miles Turner, a guy who can protect the rim, stretch the floor. Vooch is not the option. Zach Collins is not the option. I don't know. Like, who is that guy? Yeah, I'm watching that right now. Supreme. Comparing to Senge, the Larry Johnson and Giannis is crazy. Like, or would you rather have like Josh Giddey, again, playmaking, 6'9" tall point guard. And then you got a 6'5" IO, 7-foot wingspan, defensive-minded guard, and you got 3 defensive maulers in Io, Buzelis, and Asenge. And then at that center spot, like, then I'm cool with more of an offensive-minded guy. But I don't know. Again, this comes down to Buzelis and Asenge developing. And I trust Buzelis. I think Buzelis will be an all-star at some point in his NBA career. Asenge, we have no idea. We got to see him out there during the Summer League. We'll get a good look at him there. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am so wrong on Asenge. But, yeah, they love Vooch, man. They love Vooch. We'll talk about Asenge here, honestly, for the next hour or so. But if you guys want to get a Chat Sports, or if you guys want to head to chatsports.com/Bulls Draft, get a Bulls Draft hat today. They're awesome. I love the text on these. I think they look great. Asenge was just rocking it. So if you guys want to join him, hit that link, chatsports.com/Bulls Draft. Link for that in the description of today's show. Is this cut getting out? No trades yet for the Chicago Bulls. See, yo, I think when she was making the cut, she left the beginning part of it. Yeah, she's got to cut the first, like, 8 minutes off. Yeah. Yo, do you just want to hop out there and just let her know? Real quick. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, though. Alrighty. Brooklyn Nets on the clock after Walter Clayton heading to the Utah Jazz. Vince Masta, Asenge, Giannis with a 40-inch vert. Love that. Curry Shaq hybrid is Asenge. I was seeing more Nick Batum. Maybe I'm missing something. Tayshaun Prince is what you're saying, Supreme? Or who? Tayshaun Prince? I don't hate that. Yeah, if you guys could, I want to give you guys some shout outs. We still got 200 people kicking it with us. If you guys could, just give me a C red down below in the comment section. We'll give you guys some shout outs here on today's show. Also, I appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We've had almost 9,000 people join us today, so that's pretty damn cool. I know Bulls fans, we are just dying for a good basketball team, and we will be there eventually. We just got to be patient, man. Just got to be patient, but we'll be there eventually. So if you guys could, give me a C red down below. We'll give you guys some shout outs. Walter Clayton did go 18th overall. Shout out to Robert, still kicking it with us. Robert, how you feeling about Asenge? You guys let me know your thoughts. Brandon in the building saying C red. You're saying from the highlights that's how he's looking as of now. Yeah, I don't really have a solid pro comp for Asenge just yet. Yashta in the building. John M, shout out to you. Supreme typing C red. Did she understand? Yeah. Alrighty. Shout out to all the real ones. Robert, you're saying I'm good with the pick. At least it wasn't another guard. Yeah, that's a positive. Kay saying C red. Senge could be a hit or miss or a slow develop like a lot of these French guys. He will be a slow develop. I just hope the Bulls get him real reps here early. There we go. I don't hate the pick as long as we trade for a center soon. And with some of these picks in the draft, it's apparent some centers are on the trade block. Yeah, I mean, Mark Williams would have been an interesting choice. Yeah, I don't know. Now the Brooklyn Nets have still 5 more picks or 4 more picks here, or 3 more picks. It's pretty cool for Clayton heading to Utah. So it's Walter Clayton and Ace Bailey. That's a fun little tandem. Taken in the first round for him. Now the Brooklyn Nets up. You're going to go Yakachonis next to Demon. Oh, Nolan Traore goes before the Heat at 20. Rolly's going to crash out. Traore. That was Rolly's guy. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick before the year. This France team in 2028 could be disgusting. Who does he want? Do you hear what he's saying about? I'm guessing he wants Yakachonis. I mean, he had Yakachonis 6 on his board. Yeah, Queen went to pick after. That was a nail in the coffin. Who could be the crash out pick for Rolly? Jace Richardson. I feel like he would not be a fan of that. Yeah, so he could get his guy Fleming, Nick Clifford. So there's some good options here for the Heat at pick number 20. God, so they go Traore and Demon. It's an interesting combo there for Brooklyn. They go Demeen, Demon. However you want to say it. Should we trade for Kuminga? Probably out on that now. Just keep on getting athletic wings in there. They eventually got to hit. I was a massive fan of Nolan Traore. We were looking last year at the Bulls because I was assuming they were going to be terrible this upcoming season. Their over-under was 25.5 wins. They ended up crushing that, getting the 39 wins. But I remember looking at him, and I was a massive fan of his game. Yeah, I would be sick if Derik Queen ends up being a stud. But hey, taking the dudes from France, Noah Senge. Yeah, I actually just want to. You want to start with pick number 1 here, Dill? You can just kind of fly through them. Yeah, a little recap of the draft for people joining us. Obvious picks at 1 and 2, Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper. Love the combo of Harper and Wemby. That's going to be generational. But then the Sixers, they go VJ Edgecombe. Like that pick for them. Then we get the Ace Bailey being a shocker, going pick number 5 to the Utah Jazz. And then 2 guards. So I honestly like both these guys. I'm more of a fan of Fears. But Trey Johnson, Jeremiah Fears, pick 6 and 7. Then Igor Demon going number 8. That was a shocking pick. But also Collin Murray-Boyles, I like that pick for Toronto. They need a more defensive-minded guy. They got a bunch of offensive players right now, but still like that. Then Maluach did go to the Suns. I thought once they were trading for Mark Williams, there's a chance he was going to fall, but Grizzlies get aggressive here. They trade up for Cedric Coward. Love that move. And obviously Noah Essengay going to Chicago Bulls. And then right after that, 3 guys I wanted. Derik Queen, Carter Bryant going to the Spurs. We were in the middle of our cut when that happened. Fantastic pick by the Spurs. He is going to develop so nicely in that organization. 3-and-D guy. He's never I'll be shocked if he's ever an all-star in his career, but this guy will be like an incredible 5th option. Like a 5th guy in your starting rotation. 6'10", can shoot threes, can guard. Like if you go like you still got like Vassell. Like if you go, like I say they move off Fox, like Harper, Castle, Vassell, Bryant, and Wemby. It's pretty awesome 5 that you can build around. But then the Thunder, it took my guy Sorber at pick 15, which is a bit of a shocker. And then Hansen Yang, the big fella from China, 7'2". He ended up going to Portland. And then Beranger going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Another guy from France there. And then Walter Clayton going to the Utah Jazz. And then Nolan Traore going to the Brooklyn Nets. So they took 2 point guards there. Now we'll see what the Miami Heat do here at pick number 20. Maybe they go a little Jace Richardson, a little Rasheer Fleming, Yakachonis. I think they probably go Nick Clifford here. I feel like they love like 4-year guys. I would probably guess that. All right, cut God out. We're good. Ooh, the Heat are in on Jonathan Kuminga. Wow. All right, let's see. They got their pick in. I would assume Nick Clifford here. Maybe a little Rasheer Fleming. I can see Nick Clifford here. Rasheer Fleming. I know Rolly probably wants Yakachonis. All right, they're keeping the pick. All righty, here we go. Miami Heat. Yakachonis. Kasparas Yakachonis going to the Miami Heat. Good organization, stay good for a reason. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's incredible. Look at that. Yakachonis going to Miami Heat. Zealous was Lithuanian. Wow. That's a good pick for Miami. Oh, he's going to be a good player. He's going to be a good player for the Heat. Even though it wasn't too high on him, just him going to Miami is that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. .6'5" guard. Got great handles, dominates the pick and roll. He's got a smooth jumper. He's a talented player, man. Talented player. Here is his numbers with the Fighting Illini this past season. 15 points a night, 5.7 boards, 4.7 assists per game, 44% from the field. And Rolly actually had him 6 overall. 5th guard. Very good in the pick and roll. I mean, that's obvious when you watch him. He can navigate that very well. Gets defenders on his back hip. Can just get to that push jumper, that fadeaway very, very easily. Solid shooter. He had a turnover issue, especially in the second half of the college basketball season. But I got a feeling the Miami Heat will get the best version. Whatever his ceiling is, he will reach it in Miami. So an interesting pick there. But, I mean, the Heat, go to organization, stay good. We'll see. See how the Bulls take in round 2. I'm very, very curious. Let's look at some of the bigs here. Imagine they go John I. Broom. Give me Kalkbrenner. There's no chance he gets there. Asa Newell still out there, which is a shocker. Danny Wolf. Got the Bulls go big in the second round. There are some funky names on here. Bogo Lejub Markovic. You got Rocco. Vladislav Golden. Grant Nelson. Amari Williams from Kentucky, actually. That wouldn't be bad. Was he? Man. Michigan. I think so. Oh, FAU. FAU, yeah. Yeah, he started off at Tech, went to FAU, and then he finished at Michigan for 1 year. Alrighty. Our pick 21 here. We'll probably stay live for this next pick. Then we'll probably sign off if we don't get any more super chats. We'll probably get out of here. But if you guys want us to stay live, send us a super chat. Sends a great message to our bosses as a reason we should stay live. Man, the Heat get Jonas at 20. What the fuck? It's like this, the Squidward meme when he's looking at like Patrick and SpongeBob all having fun. That's how I feel as a Bulls fan. I miss it. I want to be involved. I miss rooting for my favorite NBA team. You would have drafted Ace. I mean, you took a chance on Essengate, that's for sure. That's for sure. A lot of Bulls fans love this pick. Kind of an opposite camp on that. Billy Donovan even going to play Essengate? I mean, he refused to play Buzelis until fans were rioting to play him. Bless you. Oh, man, the classic Bulls. Listen, we will be live tomorrow for the second round, so if you guys want to tune in then, please do. It should be a lot of fun. So we'll be live then. But, yeah. Alrighty. We're going to sign off out of here. We're going to get, we will be having a video coming out later tonight. We're going to go look at Essengate a little more, talk about some day 2 draft targets for the Bulls, because pick 45, it's an important pick. That'll be a lot of fun. But, yeah, we are going to get on out of here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We will be live tomorrow for round 2. So make sure you tune in then. See who the Bulls pick at 45, but no Essengate. Pick for the Bulls at number 12. I appreciate everybody for tuning in for today's stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We got day 2 draft targets coming out here soon, so stay tuned for that. But see you all next time. Go Bulls.